Yo, what's good? We're back. We're live. Well, we're not live, but we're in your ear. Like Craig Mack. Shout out to Craig Mack. Before we even begin this is what happens when the youngins come on the podcast and they try to school me.
That was your bet.
He got bailed out by injury.
Nah, he wasn't gonna average 20. Bro.
He wasn't never gonna average 20. Ingram wasn't gonna never average 20.
He was like 1.7 points per game.
Ingram wasn't gonna never average 20.
Like,
Number one, Pavy paid off his bet because he bet me that Ingram was gonna average 20.
You about to owe me about it? It's all good. You about to owe me
but no, we double or nothing.
You still about to owe me?
No, we double or nothing.
I know, and you about to owe me.
What was the double or nothing?
Double or nothing was that CJ and Dame both gonna average over 25. In the Nugget series.
You gonna owe me a bottle. 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 You're gonna owe me a bottle.
CJ and Dame?
Both of them not?
Yes.
Dame will. I guarantee you CJ averaged like 24.
You're doing good.
24.5.
No.
Oh, he's saying he's gonna average 25.
Yeah, no. They gonna both average 25. They gonna both average 25 versus the Nuggets.
Exactly.
No, they gonna both average more than 25 versus the Nuggets.
Exactly. That's bad offense, G.
Bro, who gonna guard them?
What can I go average? What do you mean you go? You know how many fucking shots they get? You're wild.
That's gonna be like 130 points. Like, somebody gonna have 260 every game.
They just played against the Spurs and barely won, averaging 95 a game. What you talking about? Portland can score.
Like that though. That's
both of them gonna average 25.
They wasn't doing that in the first year.
That's crazy.
Okay. They gonna both average 25. Remember I said it.
Right,
and get ready to pay your bite up. I'm sorry.
How many points they gonna combine for as a team? Like it's gonna be 260 points a game combined. That's the only way that's happening. Is if it's like 130, 135, the final score type.
No, what are you talking about? They don't have to be that high. And honestly, it's probably gonna be that high. That series is not. It's not gonna be a. It's not gonna be
that high.
That's the only way to play.
It's not gonna be that high.
It's still the playoffs, but Nurkic is gone. And Canner has to defend Jokic. That's going to be tough. The Chief can't defend Jokic.
Canner's going to be off the floor a lot, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And the Chief can't defend Jokic. So it's going to be a lot of points. That man is going to be a turnstile, as Scott likes to call him, in the paint. I'm sorry. Derek White gave him 33.
In one game.
Yeah, that was one.
In one game.
Derek White.
In one game.
CJ McCollum.
In one game.
It don't matter. What
you got
you mean?
For a game. You said they're gonna do this over the course of 6 games.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they
One
are.
of them will.
Watch.
Dame will. CJ.
Watch. I'm gonna be waiting on that.
CJ gonna end up averaging like 24.
I wish my
CJ gonna end up averaging like 24.2, and you're gonna be mad as hell. Buy me 2 bottles of Douce. Provide me with a great weekend.
Nah. No, I'm not.
Watch.
No.
Watch.
I'm not.
Dave gonna average like 27.8.
Not happening.
And CJ gonna end up averaging like 24.2. And you gonna be presenting me with 2 bottles.
No, I'm not.
Because Chris Middleton is not averaging 25 throughout the playoffs.
So far this season, what have I been doing? Cashing out on bottles. Pay up.
The only reason why
pay your debt, sir.
No, look.
Pay your
look.
No.
The only
Hold
reason
on one
why.
second. Pay your debt, Joe. Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Oh yeah, we got the bottle of Douce. He got the best in me this time.
I just want to say shout out to Brandon Ingram, man. You guys did make a good point. He did have a way better season than I thought he would have. Shout out to Ingram. Hopefully he come back next year healthy. But go ahead.
And we did school y'all on Carmelo too.
Oh, that was
that was just
no. Don't do that. Stop.
First off, PJ Tucker. How PJ Tucker be looking?
From the corner?
Well, no, just
from everything.
I fuck with PJ hard, but if I need a bucket, G.
You see how he was guarding KD today? You see how he was guarding KD today?
Yeah, no, look. As a basketball player, I love PJ. One of my favorite players in the league, but that's not the conversation.
The conversation
you said if I need a bucket, G.
But Melo wasn't really getting buckets like that.
Because look, that wasn't really.
I wish we could.
They ran him out the league.
No, look, wait.
Can we stop talking about Melo, G? This man is like hooping at LA Fitness.
Look, first of all,
one of us might run into him. Oh, that's funny as hell. He got on the Pavy shirt, G. I've never seen one of them in person. That's fucking hilarious.
First of all, with Melo. He wasn't the reason for Houston's falls early in the season, and they like put everything on Melo. It wasn't Melo's fault, bro. And also, I think that he also kind of went to the wrong system in Houston. I think he would have been good for the Lakers. He'd have just took Beasley role.
We don't need
off
that.
The bench. He can't give you like 13 points.
Why nobody picked him up then?
CJ averaged 24.4 again, and PG was the primary defender, by the way. Remember that.
Okay.
Remember that.
He gonna average 24.4 again.
No. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Jamal Murray and Gary Harris are not slowing down CJ McCollum. It's gonna be hell. Remember I said
Torrey Craig out there too.
Torrey Craig not locking down CJ McCollum. They not locking down CJ McCollum, G.
Okay.
PG couldn't lock down CJ McCollum.
It's not about locking them down. You said 25, bro.
Yes, for a series.
No.
He just averaged 24.4 against
That's not
PG.
25.
PG wasn't even guarding that.
PG shoulder dead.
Nah, I don't want to hear no excuses for PG and talking about his shoulder. Shooting, yes. Defense, nah. I don't want to hear that. He was out there getting cooked. He was out there getting cooked.
Because if I gotta run over screens and I'm hitting my shoulder on the screen, so look.
PG was Patty LaBelle pies. He was cooked, all right? That's what he was. He was baked in the oven. He was getting baked every time they switched that man out on defense. That's why that man was running around the court with tape all over his arm.
Yes. Okay. So real quick, before we get into anything else, I do want to ask you guys this because we obviously haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah. What do you think is next for the Thunder? What moves do you think should be made, if any moves? Do you think they should try to run it back, or is it like little small tweaks? What do you guys think?
You had your theory. You want to talk about yours real quick?
I think they got to trade. They got to get rid of Russ. If that's the direction they should go in, is sort of build around Paul George, I think, and probably just build a better team. They got to do a better job of building that team. I mean, they can keep Russ and run it back, but they're all restricted. He's taking up a bunch of money. I said they get rid of him for just maybe some draft picks, some valuable players, but they can't run it back with the same roster. It's going to be over and over again, a bunch of first-round exits. Oh, my bad, that's my phone. But it's going to be the same thing over and over again. So I just feel like they got to shake it up. They got to do something big. They've changed everything except for the starting point guard. And you see where that's got them. So.
In my opinion, I think that they're in too deep with the whole Russ thing. So I think they should just go ahead and try and maximize it while they can. Since they do owe him a whole lot of money. I don't think his contract is really that tradable. But I do think that, since they're in it too deep now, I think they should just go on and try and maximize Russ's abilities, get more shooters as opposed to just getting athletic wings, defenders, and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the answer. So
looking for AD. He said that's what I've been talking to him about.
See, my thing was this. The one thing that I think we do got to remember is Andre Roberson was hurt all year. When he wait real quick. When he was healthy, he was a defensive player of the year candidate. And look, if he's out there, then hold on. Maybe like Paul George doesn't have to play as much defense. Maybe his shoulder doesn't get messed up. Even like you saw them at the end of the game, they ran that small ball lineup. I think it was Schroeder, Russ, PG, Jerry and Grant, and who else was it in that lineup that they ran? Was it Ferguson out there as well?
Yeah, probably.
That would be Roberson out there. That would be a little bit of a better defensive lineup. So, look.
This is why you're a hot take extraordinaire.
No.
Their problem, Roberson ain't fucking shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
But their problem also was defense, though.
The main problem was
defense. And defense.
Can't shoot.
I understand that. They need to go get some more shooting.
OKC's problem for the past 5 seasons has been just offensive production overall, just relying on Russ to shoot 35 shots. All those shots that he's taking, I think they need another creator and a couple of shooters to just give Russ at least more space when he takes the rim.
No. I fully agree. I think that they need Roberson back, and the main thing that I think they need is a stretch big.
But OKC's been a top 5 defense, regardless. I don't think they need to add more defense.
Yes,
I don't think defense is a thing.
Yes, but same time, again, I think a lot of why PG's shoulder was messed up because of all is because of all the defense that he had to play. Look, bro, if I got to get around screens, fight around screens, do this all year, that can weigh on your shoulder.
That ain't why they lost.
But hold on, wait, and hold on.
Why you always say hold on, wait when you come with a trash?
And I don't think that. That CJ is out there.
That's gonna be the next HoopsNBrews.
And I don't think that
hold on, wait.
And I don't think that CJ is going out there giving Andre Roberson 25 points per game. We gotta remember when Roberson went down, he was a defensive player of the year candidate. He was.
And he's also such a liability on offense that it's just gonna mess up spacing even more for them. It's just you getting They're just getting more of what they already have.
Their lineup is full of guys who can defend.
Grant,
but not like Roberson.
George.
Come on. Ferguson can't defend like Roberson.
Schroeder can't. All of them are literally better offensive.
He's all world. He's all world. But
and Steve to rely on back there, Adams.
Hey, have you seen Steve Adams the last 2 playoffs?
And his Canner did get him out the way.
Last 2 playoffs?
A lot of them shots Canner's making were tough shots.
Not even just that, just on the boards too.
Yeah, really. Have you seen him?
And his Canner had a lot of offensive rebounds.
He's been getting abused the last 2 playoffs.
I'm a Canner guy as well, though.
I fuck with Canner. Canner ain't bad.
He's not. So I don't really know if you can. It's kind of. I don't know. It's tough. I don't know if I'm gonna knock him for that.
Gee, didn't that man have 20 rebounds one game? Cannon?
I don't know if he had 20, but he was getting a lot of offensive boards that whole series. And I just feel like, I don't know, maybe we should look into Adams a little bit differently too, because he also was pretty bad in the pick and roll as well.
He was horrible.
He was horrible in the pick and roll. I don't know. I think like the stigma with Adams might be a little bit. I heard you talking about like you saying trade Adams. I might be like I'm not actually mad at that.
What is he making, like $25 million a year?
Yeah, no one's taking that.
I already gave y'all a trade.
No, bro. I think
trade him to Orlando.
I think the perfect player that they need is like a Dwayne Dedmon. They need a stretch big who can also block shots.
That's fair.
Dwayne Dedmon saving the OKC Thunder.
It'll help a lot.
Nah, I mean nothing's really saving. It'll
help a lot.
I don't think anything's really saving OKC.
I don't think they're gonna win it. Like, look, I don't think they're gonna win a championship. But shit, you can still. Get out the fucking first round. Yeah, championship is a little bit ambitious, but get out the first round, get to the second round. Shit, make a conference finals run.
I think somebody has to get in the Russ' head. If they're gonna keep him, somebody has to get into his head because that style of play isn't gonna get him anywhere. It's gonna result in the same thing over and over again. Especially if they get a bad matchup or he runs into a better point guard like Dame, he's not gonna get the best of them. Like, unless
he just like miraculously like evolves into a scorer, but like it's been like 12 or 13 years.
He has to get better shooting.
It has been like 12 or 13 years and he's still not really versatile.
He has to
like
get better shooting. Like, I mean, look, he said in his exit interview that look, I'm gonna come back a better shooter and they're gonna have something else to say about me. So you know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna hope that because he wasn't always this bad of a shooter. He was even shooting 60% from the line.
Okay, that's fair.
He wasn't always this bad. This bad.
He said he's still pretty bad. Like,
no, but he wasn't this goddamn bad before.
He was never good at it.
But he wasn't this bad.
I don't know what that means. He wasn't like you just got worse. Because as you got older, you got worse.
He regressed like that. No, that's not what's supposed to happen when you get older with your damn jump shot. Especially not with the free throw. You shoot 6-7% from the line. So this means even if you drive, I can't trust you.
Fair. That's fair, because I don't know what happened with his free throw shooting. They told him they can't go to the 3-point line, and all of a sudden he started
said that about his shooting, but he also said he isn't a ball hawk because he gets a lot of assists. He gonna come back with that same mentality and keep shooting OKC out of the game every single year. It's just no point.
And you can't dominate with that.
They gotta fire Billy too.
You can't.
They gotta get rid of him. He is no. There needs to be a lot done in Oklahoma. We need to hear headlines about them every other couple of weeks. We need to hear something about them making another move.
I just think they need small changes. Small changes, but small changes that are huge. The one thing that I did I like Noel. I thought that through everything, Noel had a pretty good series.
He's a free agent, right?
Yeah,
he's a free agent.
I thought that through everything.
None of these guys are like, come on, man.
Yeah, I think they need small things.
You've been, as Stephen A. Smith says, bloviating for 5 minutes.
I think they.
What have you been saying, G?
I think
they don't need small things.
They need to get Rose.
They went out there and they got balled up by Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum.
That did happen.
You got an MVP and you got a guy who everybody was saying it was an MVP candidate through the first 40 games of the season. No, go out there and get it done, big fella. And they was down a man, a key guy. Yeah. Go out there and get it done. It ain't no excuses. Like I said, trade Russ to Orlando. Tell them like, yo, we want to sign and trade. Get Russ out of there. Get like Vukovic. Tell them you take anybody you want except for Jonathan Isaac and give me back Russ. Cause Russ gonna sell tickets in Orlando. And if I live in Orlando, I'm going to see Russell Westbrook every night that I can. Every night that I can.
I don't think
I'm not going to see Vucevic.
You're like
but I think Vucevic would be decent for the Thunder. You trade Adams away for some shooters and some bench guys, and then you tell PG tough shit. Like I told you, tough shit. You got to stick it out.
No.
Yeah, you signed.
I kind of like what Orlando is doing right now, though. I kind of like what they're doing right now. I don't think they need to engage in something like that for us.
Why? Who is gonna be that guy?
Well, like it just depends on who they like. Because they're still drafting players.
Who's gonna be? But you have to wait. You have to continue to wait for these guys to get good.
But they're like in the Eastern Conference, and they were just in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were just in the playoffs, but they in the Eastern Conference, and Vucevic got his ass shut down.
I mean, what's Russ gonna do
no
for them,
other primary scorer on that team but Terrence Ross. That's not gonna win playoff games in the first round.
You just traded for Markelle. You hope that Markelle can come and give you something. You do hope that Markelle can come and give you something. I think that's the. Also,
me and Markelle didn't play the same amount of basketball this year.
Also, I don't know what their cap situation is
in the NBA. We have,
but I'm sure sure they're not cap strapped to hell at this moment.
Not really.
Like again, you could probably go out and get you a guy like Terry Rozier, and now you got a good starting five. If you put Rozier with this, you got a good starting five.
I don't like Rozier like that.
I don't like Rozier like that either. He be wildin'.
Rozier nice.
He be wildin'.
He's wild.
We're talking about the Orlando Magic, bro. If you got the opportunity to get Russell Westbrook for 4 more years,
I don't want to pay that.
But like, what's that gonna do? Like, just get him from the first round exit to like a second round exit. Like, that's not even like a big gap.
It's a step in the right direction.
For the Magic, you get to keep Russell Westbrook for 4 years. You talking about a franchise that hasn't been making the playoffs. that's historically known for big guys leaving them and not wanting to be there. Like if he get traded there, and I'm the Magic, I'm not trading you, so you got to tough it out. We made the playoffs next year. You in a different conference now. You ain't got to go against Steph. You ain't got to go against Dame. You ain't got to go against all these guys. Now you in the Eastern Conference. Like, go out there and get it done. We in Orlando. You talking about selling tickets. These are businesses. These are businesses at the end of the day. That's a great business move for the Magic.
Not exactly.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Look, listen. He signed a 5-year, $250 million extension with a 15% trade kicker. So next year he's getting 38, then 41, then 43, then 46 when he's like 34 years old with a 15% trade kicker. So it's probably more like $50 million.
Yeah,
people still gonna come and see Russell Westbrook. You gonna make up for that.
I'm not about to pay him $50 million.
You get a whole new print of Russell Westbrook jerseys that you never had before. Like literally, people gonna buy them Russ Orlando Magic jerseys.
They are gonna buy that.
Yes, the Orlando Magic's tickets are gonna sell. We talking about a business, bro. If you tell them you can take everybody you want, but Jonathan Isaac, Russ and Jonathan Isaac gonna give me a decent starting point for where I want to go, because you know they not gonna want all them other guys, and you take these picks. Take these picks. Then you get rid of Steven Adams for some shooters and some bench guys. PG, Vucevic, and even if they want to take Mo Bamba back, I don't care. Take the man back.
You talking about selling tickets?
And you still got
Russ
Markel.
sell tickets for the Thunder.
Huh?
Russ sell tickets for the Thunder.
You telling me they're not gonna go out and see PG?
I don't know. They love
Oklahoma.
Bro,
they're gonna show regardless in Oklahoma. They're gonna go out there.
They
love PG too.
PG chose to stay.
He did.
So they love PG too. Stop that.
I don't think you got to make that move right now.
I think you do need to make that move. I think you make that move as soon as possible, because a team like Orlando that needs a star and has been down and out forever, Russ by himself can get you to the playoffs in the East.
They can make them. Oh, definitely. He can probably get you to the second round.
Exactly.
In the East,
he probably can.
He can get you to the second round.
He can get you to the Eastern Conference, but that's about it, though.
He can get the Pacers in round one.
It depends on what happens.
No, he can't. No, he cannot beat the Pacers. No, he cannot beat. No, he can't.
Russ and Jonathan Isaac can beat the Pacers.
No, they can't.
It would have. I'd have to see how the whole team like builds up with. I would have to see how the rest of the lineup looks like, who would they be trading and whatnot. But I mean, regardless, even if they do get him to the second round, like that's not even a big gap. Like that, like Orlando should have like a bigger. Like
and Isaac keeps getting better. Isaac keeps getting better. Get to the second round. That's progress.
But how much better is Isaac gonna get? Like, I mean, like,
who knows?
What do you mean? He only 20 years old.
Yeah,
you and that man the same age. Come on, bro. You telling me you ain't gonna get no better in life? Fuck out of here.
No, but like,
you and that man the same age. You ain't gonna get no better in life. You ain't gonna get no better in life. You 20 years old. You ain't gonna get no better. No.
In the span with Russ playing.
Answer the question. You 20 years old. You ain't gonna get no better in life.
I hope I get better in life.
Okay then. So stop that, man. That man. Come on, G. Stop. That's disrespectful to that man.
I mean,
that man was out there trying to lock Kawhi for a whole series.
I don't know. 45 mil out of 34 with the inefficient point guard. I don't know if I.
We talking about business, bro. Business. The business says yes. Think about it. You get 3.
And then they're just gonna end up losing Russ and then like going back to starting over square one.
No, you not.
They're just gonna go back to take it again.
4 years ain't enough for you to set your franchise up.
Nah, bro, you trade half of your
because Russ is not a franchise player.
Bro, you don't even know.
No. Right now, this version of Russ is getting everything. No,
he's guaranteed. Russ is a guaranteed playoff spot.
Bro,
he's a guaranteed playoff spot. That's a playoff spot.
He's not LeBron.
That's a playoff spot. It's a playoff spot.
Debatable.
You got Russ in your team making the top 8.
Oh my
debatable.
God. Come on.
And
debatable.
What I just said is debatable.
They just made the top.
He's been what he just made the top 8 when going to the OK team.
What's debatable?
What is he making?
What's debatable?
Russ is a guaranteed playoff spot.
That is debatable. I'm sorry. That's debatable.
Didn't he take?
What happened?
12 points per game all the default to the playoffs.
It was just like
he's still doing that.
DJ Augustin and them just made the playoffs regardless.
That's the East. I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's the East.
Don't say DJ Augustin. Vucevic was the lead player on that team. Don't be disrespectful to the All-Stars.
Evan Fournier
and Vucevic.
I'm just saying,
Russell Westbrook. Who would you rather have as your franchise cornerstone?
Okay, Russ, obviously,
so
but
what
like,
are we talking about?
But is he the franchise player that you would want to like build your team around?
We're talking about Orlando.
Right now.
Why not?
We're talking about Los Angeles.
I mean, Orlando.
We're talking about the Clippers. We're talking about the Nets. We're talking about the Knicks. Even we talking about the Nets or the Knicks.
I mean, Russ is so polarizing that like, yeah, he's gonna get you.
He's a guaranteed playoff spot,
and you gonna guarantee have 4. You gonna have 4 Nike edition Russell Westbrook jerseys. You gonna have 4 Nike. Hold on, wait a minute. You gonna have 4 Nike edition Russell Westbrook jerseys. Plus, he gonna get some new mics. Like, that's a great business move if you're Orlando Magic. Come see that man.
I would
We're gonna put a bar in the arena.
We gonna disagree on that one.
We're
gonna put a bar in the arena.
You're getting at least 40 to 45 wins.
That's a lot for my franchise
locking
player.
up the
I need that, yeah. I mean,
what's his
Kyrie's
help, though? Johnny Isaac's your second best player. Like,
No,
come
bro,
on now. That's
not
pretty
it.
good.
No.
Come on, bro. They not gonna take everybody. Everybody, and you know what? And
They gotta take a lot of people,
No,
G.
but also those guys that normally.
Aaron Gordon gonna have to go.
wait a
You had to
minute.
give up Fournier, and you probably gonna have to give up maybe
That
Bamba.
would be nice.
They've been trying to.
God.
They've been trying to.
That would
Okay,
help
so
out.
what?
That
Number one.
Thunder
Okay,
would be
okay.
Thunder would be crazy with that one.
Hold on, Vucevic
Thunder
gotta
fleecing them.
Vucevic gotta agree to sign a trade.
Hey,
No, he
Thunder
don't,
would be nice.
because the cap room is not that bad.
No, but he has to agree to sign to get traded.
Yeah, but that's
What if he doesn't want to go to OKC? Then you can't do a sign and trade.
Yeah, true.
That works.
But
So you probably had to gut half your team for Russ. I'm so straight.
nah, I'm doing it.
I never believe in
doing
trading
that.
3 to 4
I'm
people
doing it.
for one player.
You can take Evan Fournier. You can take DJ Augustine.
You had to take
can
Aaron Gordon too?
You can take Terrence. And they've been trying to get rid of Aaron Gordon for forever.
But what if Vucevic leave
They
too?
just signed him because they like he can
But
dunk.
what if
At least people
Vucevic
go.
leave too? Then you got a team.
You
with
have
fucking,
Russell fucking
That's not
Westbrook.
good enough, G. Like,
you have
I love
Russell.
Russ, but that's not.
You have Russell
enough.
Westbrook.
I love Russ,
If
but that's
Russell
not-
Westbrook was
For
playing
like
for the
45.
Clippers
You know
right
how
now,
big
I would
time
go
he
see the
is?
Clippers all the time.
You know how big time he is?
Who?
Westbrook.
I love
What are you
Russ.
talking
In Orlando?
about?
But G,
In
Russ,
Orlando?
Russ,
That's
let's
big
say
time,
Orlando. My
listen.
girlfriend was just talking to me. She's like, "Man, it ain't nothing in Orlando to do." She literally told me that this week. She said,
Listen.
"It ain't nothing in Orlando to do."
Listen,
She literally told me that,
Out
G.
there, he gonna push his
Whatever.
Why Not campaign.
I mean, we just gonna do
They gonna get
Yeah,
crazy. They
why
gonna
not
drop the
Orlando?
throwbacks.
Bruh,
They gonna run off the
throwback
shells.
Russ.
The throwback
You gonna get the
light
throwback
blue.
Russ, the alternate Russ.
jersey
You like
gonna be
Russ.
fire.
Y'all talking run off the shells. I might grab one.
The
Russ
jersey
I don't
gonna
even
be
like
fire.
Russ. I
Your
might
team
grab
not gonna really be that
one.
successful.
I might
Jersey
grab
gonna be
one.
fire.
Shaq
And
might actually
your
come
team
to
not gonna be
Magic
that
games.
successful.
We gotta get
Meanwhile,
playoff spot.
And you gonna give a
Shaq will
guarantee
go to Magic games,
time.
Russ.
Playoff spot.
Shaq will go to the Magic
No,
game
you
if
don't. I
Russ
don't
is
even
And
there.
then
Shaq
hopefully
like
over
Russell
time we
Westbrook.
get
Get
him
this,
some help.
he needs some more that simply.
Simply lemonade.
That man looked at his cup like this.
But real quick, moving on, getting away from that, I want to talk about Rockets Warriors, aka the Nene game.
Why come on? Why do you always
Rockets
gotta?
to beat them,
Can I?
man.
Why you always gotta do? Why you always gotta do shit like
Do
that?
what?
I hate it when you do stuff like
What?
that.
What I
You
do?
start off the game immediately discrediting the team that won the game with some bullshit.
How? How? Shout out the Warriors, they won the game.
Nene the reason why they lost that game.
I mean, it's a cute. No, look.
It is.
Look,
Nene the reason
Listen.
is
real quick.
Nene Hilario. Nene
He's one of
Hilario,
them.
for all of y'all that
He's one
don't
of them.
remember, y'all probably don't even remember when they used to win.
Call the man Hilario.
Y'all don't remember when Nene
He's the
Hilario.
top 5 reason.
Y'all don't remember when Nene Hilario.
It's not Nene's fault, but it's Mike D'Antoni's fault. It's not the look. That's not the sole reason they lost. I think one of the main reasons they
If
lost.
Steph would have missed that 3, you would have been saying, "See,
No,
he
I
weak
still
as
would've been
hell.
like-
I told you he
No,
ain't
I
cut
still would've been like, why the
Kyrie
fuck is
better.
the Nene in the
Number
game?
2, Kyrie
I
better.
still would've been like the
Kyrie
Nene-
better.
No,
Kyrie
I still
better.
would've been like the
Kyrie
Nene
would've
in the
made
game.
that
That was my
shot.
initial reaction
Kyrie
the
would've
moment
went
they
to the
subbed
Yeah, I was like, why
I
are
was
you
like,
putting the Nene in the
I was like,
game?
damn, they
Like,
really put
why?
in the Nene.
Now look, that's not the reason they lost. I
He
think the reason.
he actually had a
The
good
reason
game.
was-
that
the
game.
reason-
Nene actually had a
because they
good
brick
game.
too
that
much.
No,
game.
look.
The reason that some of the
I
reasons
understand that.
Nene had a great game
No, look.
that game. So
No,
I-
He
I
was
kinda-
cool. He was cool. But in that situation, why did you do that? Any other situation, I don't care. But in that situation, why? To me, the main thing that I saw, 3 things. 2 things first.
I get why you do that because Clint Capella for the game in 27 minutes gave you 6 rebounds, 4
But look,
points,
bro, I
2 assists,
know I
2
don't.
fouls. He was 1 for 2. Nene in 14 minutes gave you 3 of 3, 8
But you got to
points.
go back and play
No.
defense, though.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But you got to go back and play defense, though.
The thing is, Nene's not switchable though, and then
Yeah.
then they
And
immediately
like, you can't call a
like,
timeout.
see,
You
like
know
that's
they
like
gonna-
that's just obvious,
See,
like
but
because they
also-
were
see, but I
immediately
saw-
gonna look for the match.
See, but I saw a lot of moments like that where the Rockets were trying to get the switch and the Warriors made the switch and then switch back. Figure that shit out. Like, you got to know from a strategy perspective how to get that done. Also, it's a ton of other guys on there. What happened to the days of guys just going, my bad, just going up to a dude and be like, yo, I want him.
I
I'm
don't
taking
know.
him out the game. PG
like,
did that.
really can't.
PG
I mean,
did that, but
they staggered like 2 picks. I'm
PG
not
did
like
that, but
the
got his ass
defender.
to
I
the
don't know
moon.
about like going through like 2 picks though. Like at some point, like I need somebody like at least hedge and like recover from me.
Look, there has to come a day in the NBA where we get a guy like a Tony Allen again, because those breeds are in the Patrick Beverleys of the world.
Yeah, the Marcus Smarts of the world.
The Marcus Smarts of the world, where the game is on the line. I don't give a fuck how many picks are in the way.
Talk that talk.
I'm finna run around these shits and I'm gonna make this tough for you. The fact that Nene got that switch on the floor,
because of his range.
Yeah,
didn't double him. Didn't double him, but also at that point in time, Steph wasn't really playing that good of a game.
It don't matter, G. Come on, G.
Because that's the whole.
I feel you, but guess what? You ain't Mike D'Antoni in that situation. You don't know what was going through his mind.
What's going through his mind is like, I got Harden free throw line. He shoots 87%. He did miss one free throw before.
And Clint Capella wasn't playing good.
Put anybody else in. Look. Even if he misses his free throw, right, you still down 2.
So what? Daniel House is like. Daniel House is that much of a better.
Harden missing the free throw.
What do you mean? Why would you anticipate? We all know Harden be choking at the end of the game. That's why you anticipate the miss.
Like,
if he missed that, you gotta live with it.
You're gonna make a whole substitution like that based off of a free throw.
If he missed that free throw, you gotta live with it. No, you make the smart in-game adjustment.
Smart in-game adjustment.
Not having Nene in the game at all.
No, bro.
Because you gotta come back down and play defense.
You gonna question that forever, but if you look at everybody else that was on the floor for the game, Chris Paul 17 points.
He wasn't good.
James Harden 35.
He was fine.
Eric Gordon, who was great, 27. Daniel House 3.
He got to be better.
Nene 8. Shump 3. Gerald Green 3. PJ Tucker 0. Clint Capella 4. What more? Like literally.
They only have 4 points.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He would have played at that point in time.
That has nothing to do with putting him in a situation where Steph could cook him.
Real quick,
that's terrible.
I do want to say this.
Look,
I don't think.
You asking him to make an impossible choice.
It's not really an impossible choice.
It is an impossible choice.
Like, why did you do this?
I'm not putting Gerald Green. I'm not trusting Shump to come in the game and do that.
That's not the reason they lost.
But that's also why I say you doing that is lame. I hate when you do that.
It's not the reason they lost, bro.
That's one little coaching move. It's like one chess move. You talking to me that lost you the whole round. Nah, stop.
I didn't say that lost the whole game. Again, it goes back to like even when the Pop fucking sub Tim Duncan out and they get the rebound. Is that the reason you lost the game? No. But did it help you lose the game? Yes. One thing I do want to say is this, right? Okay, the Warriors had 20 turnovers. You only got 10 points off those turnovers. You can't do that. That's something that, like, yo, if they turn the ball over like that, you got to give me at least 20 points off these turnovers.
I'm putting the blame as good as Harden is, as much he does in back game. I got to blame Harden.
9 for 28.
Chris Paul is going to
blame Harden.
Talk shit about Giannis. You talk shit about Giannis and Harden went 9 for 28.
That's Harden.
Bro, you got to make a better decision. You got to make better decisions.
My thing is this.
You got to make better decisions, man.
My thing is
you know how many possessions you're wasting?
He didn't have 6
He only
had 6 assists. How I know he didn't
My thing is this, Chris Paul. Chris Paul, you can't be out here. What was it with 6 turnovers?
Yeah.
Chris Paul,
but he did make some vital like offensive stretches for the run.
But I feel you. But he missed, I think, 3 free throws, and then for me it's the turnovers. Like when I look at Chris Paul, you not supposed to have more turnovers than Harden ever. You are the point guard. That's what you supposed to be for your career. You average like 2.2 turnovers. I'm getting you out here to offset this man. I know Harden gonna wild out sometimes. That's what he here for. It works sometimes. It don't work sometimes. You cannot be out here giving me 6 turnovers.
Yeah, your best player can't go 9-28 though.
It was 5 turnovers. I feel you.
I don't think.
And Harden had 4. So I mean, come on.
You can't be out here with more turnovers than Harden. I'm getting you to offset this man.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting you to offset this man.
Chris Paul had a very efficient game.
No.
5 and 9 from the field.
No,
3
I'm not gonna let you do this.
Yes,
I'm not gonna let you do this.
I'm not gonna let you blame this on Chris Paul. And James Harden is the guy that might win back-to-back MVP. The back-to-back MVP.
I know how many possessions that is just wasted.
That's a Harden game.
They lost that by like 5 points. You know,
that's a Harden game.
You gotta pull it out, bro. You gotta make better decisions
from 3.
That's
Harden
cool.
gotta make better decisions, bro.
It's not even just a decision making. You gotta make better decisions, dog. Sometimes
you gotta be a better decision maker if you Harden.
Inside voices.
You got to the line 12 times.
You can't waste that many possessions. You can't waste that many possessions.
That's a normal Harden game.
You can't.
You
can't waste that many possessions.
I did not have an issue with now look, I will say the play at the end, which some people like it's a foul, some people thought it wasn't a foul. I thought that play was not a foul. The Draymond.
Yeah, it wasn't a
foul. That wasn't a foul.
It wasn't.
That wasn't a foul. Now some of the shit that Klay Thompson did.
That was
a foul. Trying to fucking take this man's ankles off his body. That was a foul. But the stuff at the end of the game, I didn't think that was a foul. I actually thought that Harden made the mistake of like trying to remember the play before. He drives to the lane, drives hard, makes the layup.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the foul if you drive hard like that. If the man would have concentrated more on making the shot, he might have actually made the shot because he did push off, get room. You elevated, you had a decent look at it.
Yeah.
And also, you don't even need to shoot a 3 in that scenario. You can go get a 2. I think at that point it was like 27 seconds left on the clock.
Making bad decisions after bad decisions. I don't know. I
don't think it was bad decision after bad decision.
You got to value your possessions more. You can't just be throwing away possessions like that. What is that? 9 for 28. What is that? 19 possessions where you just jacked up some nonsense. And
you know what I also noticed?
That's just waste in a 5-point game.
The MVP is averaging 27.8 points per game in the playoffs. And
what, like 30%?
Yeah, it's like 36% shooting. Who's y'all playing good defense on?
Look at some Donovan Mitchell type shit.
And if
they were building brick houses.
I mean, hey,
fucking bricking, dog.
If we looking at it,
like, get a better shot, man.
I told y'all.
You don't have to shoot that fucking step back every time down, bro.
Now, what'd you say? You said Houston was gonna win the series in what?
6. I'm changing my opinion.
Okay.
I'm changing my opinion because
Harden is at 29 now, but still 7 points less, and he's shooting 36.4% from the field goal range and 32.9% from the.
As long as he gets, as long as Harden gets to the line 12 times,
he hasn't played better than Russ to me in his playoffs.
You're wild.
That's the reason.
You're wild.
Oh, he played better.
You're wild. Stop that.
Russ was shooting the same thing, like averaging like 25, 24. He was averaging like less than that.
Yeah, but
he was shooting the same.
Yeah, but he was damn near giving. Yeah, but he was giving you 10 assists a game and 9 rebounds a game.
Come on,
I'm a big Harden guy, but he got to make better decisions.
No matchup Harden has had. Even today, Clay didn't outplay Harden. Russ got completely outplayed by Dame Lillard.
Yeah,
completely out. Harden has not yet got outplayed by his matchup. Period.
His matchup.
And today, I don't think
is his matchup Clay. Or what's his?
And actually, hold on, wait. In this game, I thought I think KD was better than I think Draymond was better. Behind that, it was Harden. Well, no, easy.
You think Draymond was better than Harden?
No. Yeah. Today, Draymond was.
Nah.
Draymond's been the second best player in the Warriors all playoffs.
Draymond was the best player.
This is the best Draymond has looked
at me since 2016. Draymond still can't hit a 3.
This is the best he looked since 2016.
But the thing is, Draymond
look at.
Bro, he got a couple wide open layers because everybody
focused on 30.
The man hit a turnaround fadeaway in the post today.
If everybody's trapping 30 on the pick and roll, I hope he is doing all that stuff he's doing.
He netted that turnaround fadeaway.
I don't know what that was.
Draymond hit a turnaround fadeaway.
He netted that. That was cool.
That's what you need.
Yeah, but that's what you need.
Yeah, but you saying them trapping on the pick and roll, you hope he do that. Like that's what he's supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying.
No. What I'm saying is when he doesn't play good and he doesn't have good games, and we talk about how trash Draymond is being. When he plays good, when they trapping on the pick and roll, everybody's like, "Oh, well, I mean, Draymond's playing good." It's like, well, that's what you need him to do. He was an all-star. Like that's you need him to play. You need him every game if you the Warriors to give you 14, 9, and 9, and not 8, 5, and 7. Like I want him to when he plays this way, they are unbeatable.
Yeah, I agree.
So he has to continue to play this way. When he plays this way, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson can struggle because
KD gonna get his 40. Because KD gonna get his 40 on 60%.
I mean, yeah, but somebody got to guard somebody.
Well, no, 44% in game 1, but
he didn't do that today. Like that.
He still got his. He still went crazy. He still went crazy.
I actually talked to Kevin Durant. Talked to Kevin Durant after he dropped 50. Asked him the first question. That man said. I asked him what is the best offensive game that he's ever had. He said he don't know because he felt like he missed some shots.
That's a case.
Okay, he said the same thing today.
It's like what? Yeah, but I mean today he put up 35. He put up 50 the other day. He put up 38 and a half.
Okay, so real quick, because I do want to.
That man was going crazy.
I do want to ask you guys this because again it's very very early. But is this the best playoffs Kevin Durant has had so far? It's early.
No. It's looking like it could. It's early so far.
It's early.
Why can't it be?
Man, like you don't see the numbers.
Like he's been averaging like 40 ever since he came out and had the little.
They could very well lose this round. Then what? It's the best playoffs they ever had.
Again,
I don't think they're gonna lose it.
I mean, I'm talking about as of now.
Why we always gotta do as of now? Let the man finish the playoffs.
We can discuss it now.
No, it's called the playoffs for a reason. We act like this man ain't played in Oklahoma City before.
Look, man.
But I mean,
it's
41 a game ever since, like, for a minute now.
Ever since Pavy pissed him off. Ever since Pavy asked him, did he have a point to prove? Pavy asked Kevin Durant, did he have a point to prove? That man been mad ever since. That man been in his feelings.
I can't remember every single Kevin Durant playoff game or playoff run. Like, I can't remember all of them. The man been in the playoffs like damn near a decade at this point. I can't remember all of them. But especially since he came to Golden State. There was never, hold on, let me talk. There was never a point in time in which I looked like Kevin Durant, like, oh shit, you are hands down the best player in the world.
That's wild as
right
fuck.
now, he
You
hands
wild as
down
hell.
looks like the best
First
player in the
championship
In the
world.
finals, look like that.
In the finals,
like that.
though,
In the
yeah.
finals.
But that's like, even then,
like
it's like,
last 2 years
if your question about the playoff stretch, I'm not sure in those playoff stretches he was like that anyway.
He
hands down.
I love
looks
Steph
like
Curry, but I'm sorry, Kevin Durant. I've been saying for pretty much 3 years that Steph Curry is
You
still
were
the best
drunk for
player on
saying
the
that in
team.
the first place.
No, I wasn't. I had I wasn't. I had my reasons. No, wait a minute. No, I wasn't. I had my reasons. But defenses adjust, teams adjust. And when they double Steph Curry all day long, there's nothing he can do to be effective. He's not that big.
KD be getting his one-on-one.
Yes, he gets his one-on-one. He's 7 feet tall. I saw the man in person, literally. I'm standing right behind the man in Ramona Shelburne, like 5 feet tall. I look up this man, Kevin Durant. I'm still looking up like, God damn, KD, you're not 6'9". I got a homie that's 6'7". That man is not 6'9". That man is tall as hell. Of course, can't nobody stop him. When Daniel House was guarding the man, Daniel House in his defensive crouch, KD standing. It's not even that. KD standing in an offensive in a post. His shoulder is taller than Daniel House's whole body. Different. He's a tall dude. Like there's nothing you can do to defend that height.
We need him
so
to lead the
Kevin
Warriors.
Durant is the best player on the Warriors.
We need him to lead
the world right now.
We need him to lead the Warriors.
He's the best player in the world right now. LeBron James definitely isn't. I gotta give Kevin Durant his credit. What?
Where did they take shots at this guy like that?
I'm saying, the man was saying Giannis last podcast. The man was saying Giannis last podcast.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
So you went to say Giannis last?
No, wait a minute. I was actually about to mention Giannis. I was about to say LeBron isn't.
Why would you say that?
And I still think Giannis is.
No.
I still think
Giannis is nowhere near the best.
No, wait a minute.
Giannis is not even top 5.
Wait a minute. I still think Giannis is the best player in the NBA.
Say that.
But I think that Giannis is no. But what we have to put into perspective is that Kevin Durant is at his most fully realized form of his career, right?
Yeah.
Giannis is not at his most fully realized.
So not yet.
I disagree with that.
I think Kawhi is better than Giannis.
Kawhi is not better than Giannis.
I agree.
I don't think he's a top
both sides of the ball.
No, watch.
Giannis is a one-trick pony.
Giannis
is a one-trick pony, and that's not going to get you anywhere in the playoffs.
He's not a one-trick pony. You'll see.
He's a one-trick pony.
If you look
pony.
at that game, and I actually went back and rewatched the game because I missed it when it was live. Literally, if Brook Lopez not hitting shots, there's nothing you can do. If Eric Bledsoe's not hitting shots, there's nothing you can do. You got Sterling. No, the mayor still hurt. You got Sterling Brown on the floor. He ain't making shots. There's nothing you can do.
They weren't as open as they normally are.
Pack everything.
You can't get into the paint.
That's not even the point. No, actually, that's not even true because to start the game, the reason why Horford was so goddamn effective out there was even more so than them packing the paint was that they started Morris at the power forward, and even Hubie Brown mentioned like them starting Morris at the power forward allows you to leave Horford on the floor to just stay in the paint and roam and be able to guard Giannis at the rim.
I told you I was gonna happen. I told you I was gonna happen.
Brook Lopez.
You said Horford can't protect the rim. He can't block shots.
No, that's not what you said. You told me that him and Baines would probably be starting.
Okay.
And
you saw Baines like
Baines also guarded him well in the moments he did play too.
Actually, you know what? I think I might have told you Baines would probably be starting.
Look, today.
I didn't think Morris would be starting though. And even them counting him with Semi Ojeleye during the game, like he plays Giannis well. Like basically, like Kyrie said out of the game, we just tried to play physical with him. So if I'm Giannis, okay, fine. I'm finna like. The thing about it is he didn't get a ton of charges in game 1. Fine, go out there. If you're gonna get 2 or 3 charges in the next game, get 2 or 3 charges. But you're gonna need to go out there and you're gonna need to do what Shaq did and
you can't do that.
He's not that good.
You can't do that.
Yes, he can.
He's not that good.
I saw a lot of moves where he was going to the hole where he tried to finish with finesse today and he wasn't able to get the leverage that he needed against Al Horford.
It wasn't really just finesse. It was just Al Horford getting contact.
Put your body into Al Horford the same way you put your body into everybody else and go up.
That's not happening.
He wasn't able to get to the rim.
I
think the one thing that they did that a lot of teams don't is they didn't give him space to get a head start. Yeah. Like Horford was right up on him. So if I'm right up on him, and like Giannis is so physical that you can get away with playing physical against him. Yeah. So you could foul him a lot because like he's so physical with you, and the rest won't really call it like that.
And Horford is quick on his feet too. So like everything, like he's already there on his first step. Yeah. He's always there on Giannis' first step. Giannis like if Giannis is on like Drummond or something, of course he's gonna get first step on him. He's like Giannis Drummond is like slower than
the Bucks are gonna make adjustments, and then we're not gonna be talking.
I mean, they'll make adjustments and it's fine, but regardless, I think they run into the same problem, especially in the last 5 minutes of the game.
I don't think they will, because I think that the adjustment that they make is that they start playing Nico Mirotic a little bit more than they play Brook Lopez. Like Brook Lopez against a team like the Raptors, against a team like it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because Nico was in the game today. I'm sorry, it's not the same thing because when Nico was in the game, that's funny. Nico and Brook Lopez. That's not the same thing. But the reason why that's not the same thing is because if you put him on the floor when they do have Marcus Morris out there and you keep Giannis, like what I noticed is that a lot of Budenholzer's rotations was he would have Brook Lopez and Nico on the floor at the same time, but he wouldn't have Nico and Giannis on the floor at the same time. I think you put Nico and Giannis on the floor a little bit more at the same time, because the thing about Nico versus Brook Lopez is Brook Lopez off a first move off a pump fake ain't gonna be able to get to the rim, ain't even gonna be able to take 2 steps forward and be able to get a mid-range shot. Nico can, and Nico is a guy that we know historically can get hot.
I don't think Nico in. Nico. I think you need to play him a little bit more. And also you see what happens for everybody else when Brogdon isn't on the floor. It makes it a lot easier for you to just kind of sag off of everybody, and especially when Middleton is not in rhythm, and be able to just load up on Giannis, which is what they was doing. Sterling Brown is not the answer. Malcolm Brogdon, too. Who? Backspasms. Sterling Brown.
But still, he's not the answer. Backspasms are not. He's not the answer. Malcolm Brogdon is the answer. Your starting point guard who played 2 games this year and gave you 90, 50, 40 over this season is the answer that you need, because even coming off the dribble, he can make plays for other people and be able to pass them open. Eric Bledsoe, for some reason, turns into a wilting flower when he plays against the Celtics. I don't know what it is. That man be disappearing. He be disappearing. And if he not gonna play good, Brook Lopez not gonna play good, and Middleton not gonna play good, Giannis not gonna look good. Cause you just fucking load up the paint and watch them brick shots all day.
That's part of Giannis' problem, though. Like, you have to be way more versatile as a scorer than that.
No, you don't. Now when you play with another All-Star, you expect your other All-Star to go out there and perform like another All-Star. Eric Bledsoe. There are plenty of wait a minute. I've heard plenty of people say this year, behind the scenes, that Eric Bledsoe deserved to be an All-Star this year in the NBA. But the reason why I need those to go out there to be able to go out there and to perform. The reason why was because
Giannis wasn't having an impact on the game. Giannis couldn't even really get to the rim to draw people to him.
Exactly. So if
you can't draw these guys don't have to say overlooks. I think that
because they don't have the shooting that they had out there before.
I think that
look at everybody else box score in that game, and you tell me what they did.
I think that one thing that they do need to do is you can't allow Brook Lopez to be guarded by guys who are 6'7" and 6'6" the whole game. I think they should look into posting Brook Lopez a little bit. You can't bro. If you're gonna put 6'6" guys on him, post a man. He can get you a goddamn hook shot. Also, the one thing that Boston did that they did a good job of was keeping the Bucks out of transition. When Giannis gets in transition, literally unstoppable. You can't do nothing about it. Exactly. But if you don't turn the ball over, they only had all game they had 10 turnovers. If they gonna have
who had 10 turnovers?
The Celtics. If they only gonna have 10 turnovers, it ain't
Milwaukee only had 9 turnovers.
Exactly.
But the whole
slow game.
Exactly.
And also, we gotta start acting like Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, as much as Al Horford was the difference in this game. If Jaylen Brown is gonna go out and give you 19, yes, you gonna win.
I kind of disagree with that, just because
to start off the game,
Horford did an amazing job with Giannis the whole game, and like the pick and pop with Kyrie and Giannis was deadly. Kyrie and Horford, was deadly too.
Yeah, I
to start off that game, Jaylen Brown gave them pace. When he came down, I think Jaylen Brown had a layup that he made early on, and he had a turnaround jumper that he made from the post on the left hand side. When he shot, I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's not going in. And it went away. And when he hit that, I was like, man, this shit. And literally, I was watching after the game. I was like, this is definitely gonna be a long game. Middleton only had 16. Jaylen Brown had 19.
He averaged 17. Huh? He averaged 17.
In the playoffs, he averaging 19. That's what I'm saying. He's averaging more points in the playoffs. If he giving you 16,
he only had 16.
Bruh, he giving you 16, but he also out there guarding Jaylen Brown hooping him to the moon. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win like that. The others have to play better in order for Giannis to be able to get his rhythm. If the others not gonna play better,
a lot of it is Giannis creating opportunities for them.
Yes, but if he's not having a good game, you need the others to pick you up. In the Houston versus the Warriors game, the others help pick James Harden up. The others being Chris Paul and Eric Gordon.
Chris Paul didn't pick Harden up.
Yes, he did. No, he did it. Him and Eric Gordon had decent games.
No, they did it.
Yes, they did.
Chris Paul had 6 turnovers.
James Harden had the worst game out of all 3 of them.
No, he didn't. Chris Paul did it.
No, he didn't.
Chris Paul did.
James Harden did.
No,
James
Chris
Harden
Paul
did.
did.
James Harden had the worst game. Now
Chris
28
Paul
is the
did.
worst. No,
I don't care about
now
his.
28 with 4 turnovers and 4 16 from 3. No, I'm sorry, bro.
He got to the line 13 times.
I watched the game.
That offsets it. To me, Chris
he missed
Paul
a
had the
pivotal free
worst
throw
game.
at the end of the game.
Okay, he missed one.
No.
Chris Paul missed 3 free throws. A couple ones that he should have made. He shoot 87% from the line. He shot 52% today.
Is Chris Paul potentially the back-to-back MVP?
I mean, shit, he getting paid $40 million.
That's not what I asked.
I expect you to do what give me $40
That's not
worth
what
of
I
work.
asked you. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. Because John Wall getting paid $40 million, but he not.
Which is why we criticize John Wall. Because he don't be out there giving you production like he getting paid $40 million.
I disagree with that. John Wall's out there giving you better production usually than Chris Paul gave you today. The point is, Chris Paul on this team is a third option. Let's be real here. He's a third option. No, he's a third option.
It depends on the matchup.
Yeah.
Because he could be easily be second option.
When you playing against bad teams, he's the second option because it's like, fine, let's get Harden a little bit of rest. CP go out there and
if
dribble
anything,
the ball.
Capella is more of the bad team kind of second option.
I would argue Eric Gordon is more of a second option than CP3 at times.
I agree with that.
I'm sorry. I would argue he's more of a second option than Chris Paul.
I mean, I think that Chris Paul needed to be more aggressive tonight. I think he could have stood to take a couple more shots.
I feel like at this point, Chris Paul in his career, not saying in terms of his play and his production, but I feel like Chris Paul was like what Tony Parker was to the Spurs, kind of in like that 2015 years. No, like that 2013 to 2015. I'm sorry, not 2013, 2014 to 2015 era.
I mean, he was the first option last time.
Huh?
He was the first.
That was kind of when it was shifting to the other guys, when it was shifting to be more about like Kawhi in that scenario.
And then who else? Because it wasn't Tim Duncan after that. Then who was after Kawhi?
I'm just saying, like, Chris Paul is at that stage now where I was looking at Tony Parker.
That's still the second option.
This is the end of it.
That's still the second option.
Yes, but also Tony Parker wasn't playing when nobody as good as Eric Gordon.
And also,
Manu Ginobili wasn't as good as Eric Gordon is right now.
Wait.
Eric Gordon to me is a more of a dependable option to me than Chris Paul when you need to score.
Second option doesn't always mean like you're scoring. Chris Paul also dominates the ball.
Chris Paul is the
point
guard. Of course, he gonna dominate the ball. He's the point guard.
But like he's like a secondary creator.
Which is the thing.
Like
you can't be giving me 5 turnovers. That's not what you're here to do.
Harden can't be giving me 9 to 28 from the field and 4 16.
That's what the fuck he does. He got to the line 12 times.
That's not effective. No, it don't.
Oh, you're wasting too many possessions.
No, you're not. It's offsetting. You got to the line 13 times.
You're not offsetting.
You gotta make better decisions.
The only point that I'm making is if Giannis would have had versus the Celtics in that game, somebody to give him 26 and somebody to give him 17 and basically 9 or 10 like Chris Paul had, I'm guarantee you he would take that.
I feel like the situation is different
though.
Because different, dog.
It is different, but you still need the others to be able to play. If the others, if everybody else hooped and Giannis didn't hoop, then I'll be like, all right, cool.
I'm sorry.
Giannis needs to hoop for himself.
You've been the main one telling me all season long that Giannis ain't the point guard of the team, and that everybody else are the ball handlers on the team. So what are we talking about? You expecting those other all-stars to go out there and get it done?
When Giannis went out at the 2:14 mark, they instantly went on an 8-0 run. It was midway through the goddamn second half. Giannis was a minus 25 and 25 minutes.
Who hit them shots?
Middleton was going crazy. Middleton Connaughton came in. He was hitting shots.
Yeah.
Okay. And then continue to talk about it after that.
Okay, let me look. Play by play.
I think the thing with Giannis is I don't think Giannis is ever going to get to where he needs to get to
about 2 minutes in the third quarter. Like no,
until he just develops something out in the perimeter.
Giannis had the worst on the team. He was literally hurting the team tonight to the point where I'm like, yo, take this man out because the ball is moving much better and flowing better without him not in the game.
Lineup that was out there on the floor.
No, it's not the lineup.
Yes,
it's just like if
was the lineup, bro. I guarantee you they're gonna make a ton of adjustments, and then we're not gonna be talking about this in the same context that we talking about.
Now look real quick.
Brad Stevens is a mastermind at coming in with first game adjustments. He's a mastermind at that. He's not a mastermind at adjusting after the third or fourth game. That's when shit started to get a little shaky. Even if you look at versus the Pacers, shit was getting mad shaky. The Pacers just didn't have anybody that could score. Just watch. It's fine. Just watch. Let's see.
Nah, I don't think the Bucks gonna shoot like they shot today every night. I think obviously one game, maybe 2 games, they'll shoot them out the gym. Cool, but the defense that Horford played on Giannis, it looks sustainable.
Okay.
And even if it's not sustainable, like say like Giannis is going on a roll, like everything, because he did have a couple of gimme layups that he was missing a little bit. So like I feel like
I don't know. I feel like some of that was like he's finishes with dunks so much, he doesn't have to really use finesse around the rim like that.
So you're not used to it.
That's disrespectful.
Because I feel like sometimes because he's so long, because Giannis is so long.
Yeah, but he was closer to the rim, and he has a fucking running start. If you don't have a running start into somebody, you can't do that because you're not gathering the same type of momentum.
You're not telling me that the Bucks are going to shoot 34.8% from the field again, 62% from the free throw line, and 33% from the 3-point.
It's
not going to be that bad.
It's not going to happen.
They'll shoot better.
It's not going to
happen. But I don't know if Giannis is going to give you the same type of production that you saw in the Pistons series. That's
because even last year, in the last year series with the Celtics and Bucks, even though Giannis still got his, like, even sometimes like in the transition game or like just because he's so long, he'll finish by everybody. In the last 5 minutes of the game, if Boston keeps us close in the series, it's not going to be Giannis doing everything for him. It's going to be Middleton because Giannis can't really create nothing from himself in the perimeter, and that's just like just a big liability from your number one option.
Who y'all got to win the
series? I would say Celtics 6, but it's honestly could even go to 5.
Giannis versus that Brad Stevens clipboard and that personnel is a deer in headlights. He don't know what to do. Players, Giannis versus that Celtics personnel and that Brad Stevens clipboard is a deer in headlights. He don't know what to do
because all you gotta do is just sag off and like pack the paint and like they got and like the Celtics got like Celtics got other guys that like they can get to the perimeter so quick. Even if Giannis does the drive and kick game, Jaylen Brown coming out there contesting the 3-pointer, like it's not like those shots aren't gonna be like easy for him like that. You feel me? But I feel like also like what the Bucks can do to adjust for that, even though like I don't know if that's gonna win them the series, is use Giannis more as a role man, use Giannis more as a traditional 5, get like Bledsoe and Middleton to create more off the dribble and everything, because they do have guys that can create for themselves, and I feel like they relied a little bit too much on Giannis to do everything in game 1. So like I feel like if one of the adjustments they could make is just by using Giannis more as an off-ball like role man and stuff like that, just so that like, the offense can get a little bit easier.
I felt like they made the mistake of looking for him a little bit too much.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's like, yo, it seems to be flowing. Like again, I think that Middleton was the best player for the Bucks tonight. I think that in this series, Middleton gonna have to give you like 23 points. He gonna have to like even like.
I told you that already. I told you that. I told you that for the whole.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna give you 25 points though.
No, but I've been telling you that the whole playoffs.
Yeah, but that's the issue. I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, the reason why we made the bet. No, literally. This is what I said. This is exactly what I said in regards to this team. I told you this, which is the reason why we wound up making this playoff bet. Because of the fact that we were talking about this, and I'm like, the only way that the Bucks are going to be effective is if Bledsoe is giving you like 17 to 18, Middleton is giving you 23 to 25, and he's like, he can't get you 25. I'm like, he can get you 25, and you like, bet on it. I'm like, fuck it, bet on it. And Brook Lopez is going to have to be effective in order for that to happen. They're not going to win this team if you're solely relying on Giannis. No, even when Shaq was in the league and Shaq claimed that Giannis is better than him all the time, you're not going to win a team. I mean, you're not going to win a game when you solely got to rely on Shaq. You're not going to win a series and a championship when you solely got to rely on him. The others have to come out and they got to play better. Giannis got to come out. He got to play better. No, listen. The Rockets lost today. I just told you that Harden performance was terrible. Okay. I'm not upset at that. It's a 7-game series. I'm not panicked. Do you see me? I'm not panicked. Okay, so they're going to make adjustments. Okay, so and when they make adjustments, then we're going to see.
Who do you have winning the series?
I have the Bucks winning in 6.
In what? In 6?
In 6. Okay. They're going to make adjustments.
Okay.
They have to make adjustments. They have to make adjustments or they're going to lose in 5. And I don't think they're going to lose in 5.
That's fair.
I don't think Mike Budenholzer is that bad of a coach where the Bucks are going to lose in 5.
I just don't think Giannis is there yet as a basketball player.
And I don't think Jaylen Brown is going to have a good game. I guarantee you Jaylen Brown won't score.
If you don't, somebody else will.
Huh?
If you don't, somebody else will.
But look, I can probably damn near guarantee y'all that Jaylen Brown won't score more than 15 points
somebody
the rest of the series.
He don't.
Tatum wasn't even getting off like that. Tatum could easily turn to that. And Marcus Smart coming back, and that's going to give him more defensive versatility for him.
No.
You don't think so?
He got a torn G. That man is out.
Brogdon is probably going to be back for game 3 and 4.
You ain't seen his updates? He been sprinting and jogging and sweating and all that.
Let me get you in the chest. You got goddamn torn the blue.
Marcus Smart different from me though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He different. He a dog.
But moving on, I want to talk about Raptors Sixers. What I saw the other day was not good.
Another series I'm not worried about.
Nah, man. I look.
What you mean not worried about?
I said it beforehand, and what I thought would happen happened. I got Raptors in 5. I'm not changing that opinion.
Dang.
I don't know how Embiid. It's gonna be very hard for Embiid to score. Like people just don't give Marcus whole work.
Yeah.
And exactly. If Embiid not gonna go out here and give you 28, I don't really know what's gonna happen, and I don't think he will go out and give you 28 on him. And to me, Jimmy got to be the guy to go out and get you 22 points tonight in this series. He has to. I think Kawhi is gonna make it very hard for Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is gonna be pretty much rendered ineffective for most of the series. I think Kawhi is gonna make it very hard on him. I think that I think that Siakam's defense is better than Tobias's offense.
Yeah.
So I think that Siakam has the advantage in that matchup, and I don't know what I mean. Apparently Simmons wants to guard Kawhi more. I don't know how that's gonna bode for him.
What do you mean? Ben Simmons is one of the top 10 perimeter defenders in the league.
And he's 6'10".
He's really 7.
He gave D'Lo trouble. I know D'Lo quite different, but still. But he's 6'10".
I mean, I feel like Kawhi was doing a lot of basic shit though.
Kawhi is a basic hooper.
No, I know that, but I'm saying I think if you put a longer defender on him, it makes it a little bit. It make it like Ben Simmons used to guard him like point guards.
And also, real quick, I think the loss of Mike Scott is huge for them. Because I think that Toronto, no, bro. Like, look, when I look at their bench, I think the best guy they had off the bench was Mike Scott, besides Boban. I think that Boban and Mike Scott are their two best bench players. James Ennis, he was decent last night, but I watched James Ennis in Houston.
He's not good.
I don't know. Mike Scott, to me, off the bench, was one of their best bench players. And I think that Toronto has the bench advantage. Even when, we send Gasol down, we could bring up Ibaka. We still got Van Vliet. He only had 3 points last night. I think he'll play better. Norman Powell didn't even score. I think that he'll play better. So, again, I just think the Raptors have the advantage pretty much at every position, and I think that they're going to win in 5.
Raptors
Literally, everything that I thought was going to happen, happened.
Raptors got bodies.
No. Because Philly's not gonna shoot 30, like I just said about the Bucks. Philly's not gonna shoot 39.3% from the field, 66% from the free throw line, and 34.4% from the 3-point line.
Shot that bad for a reason.
Jimmy and Tobias can get into a rhythm, but Tobias still had 14 and 15.
Jimmy ain't about to.
But he took 17 shots to get 14 points.
The thing that we need to see is Embiid has to be the difference, and also Redick started off a little cold. He was decent in the third quarter, but they need
12 coming out.
But they need him. Yes, but they need him to start a little bit better. I think what the 76ers haven't learned yet as a team is that every game for them is going to be about possessions. And it's not about the possessions at the end of the game. It's about the total game possessions, right? Like Steve Kerr always talks about how like they need to go out and they need to play solid for a full 48 minutes, how they need to be concentrated for a full 48 minutes. The 76ers, to me, this entire playoffs have been not being concentrated at all in the first quarter, probably with the exception of that game when they blew the Nets out by like 35 or whatever. Other than that, they have not been focused in the first quarter. They come out, they get their ass locked up. They can't make any shots. JJ turning into CP3 best friend. JJ turning into KCP before he went to jail. And then the offense stalls because they need Redick to be able to get in rhythm. Because if Redick don't get in rhythm, then that means that Ben Simmons standing down there in the paint is not doing anything for you. Because then that means you got to rely on Jimmy to create. Jimmy can only create in the mid range. Tobias can only create in the mid range and in. If JJ ain't hitting shots, then that means Embiid's slow ass is the one walking up court shooting threes. We can't have it.
You don't want that.
They have to realize that the game is about the possessions, and they have to start out the early possessions better. I still think, and I've been thinking this for the past couple of years, Brett Brown is continuously getting out coached. I'm sorry, he is. Like, I don't see why Siakam shouldn't have the opportunity to be able to come out there and do that.
Why shouldn't he?
Siakam's a pretty good hooper.
He's a really good hooper, but he shouldn't be able to go out there and do that while Kawhi giving you 45. That just means literally, Kawhi was giving you 45 with dunks, with mid-range shit, with layups, with floaters. Like he,
like 51%.
I mean, it wasn't like Kawhi was just out there jacking up 18 threes. Kawhi ain't hard. Kawhi was out there giving you work in the mid-range and in the paint. Like, you gotta go out there and you gotta figure out a way to defend them better.
How you gonna defend Siakam better?
Huh?
Who gonna guard him?
Huh?
Who gonna guard Siakam? Who? Tobias?
Tobias cannot guard Siakam.
Jimmy, your answer?
No, I will put Ben on him.
But then who gonna guard Kawhi?
Huh?
Who gonna guard Kawhi?
Jimmy gotta step up.
Did you see what the shit that happened to Jimmy was?
No, wait a minute. What have I been telling you for forever about Jimmy Butler?
He was saying Jimmy Butler.
I don't know.
He ain't big time.
Okay.
He claimed he big time, right? Am I wrong? This is supposed to be a max player, right? A max guy because he's a good defender and get you 20 a game, right?
Kawhi a different beast though.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Some people in the league can't have an answer for.
I'm fine if Kawhi gonna give you 28, 30 in a series. He can't be going out there and giving you 45. 45? Jimmy, 40, like, you getting hooked up for 45? I'm still he still got YouTube videos going up for the past 6 weeks. You out there getting 45 dropped on you in the first round by Kawhi? That ain't big time defense.
You gotta hold Jimmy accountable.
Jimmy got to be held accountable.
You got to come out ready to play.
He had 10 points, 4 12, and you ain't Kawhi gave you 45.
I feel you, but he know it. I feel you.
Like all these guys got to go out and be better.
They do, and I don't think they will. Which is why I think they going home in 5. And even with Embiid, I don't know what he's gonna do. He couldn't post Marcus Gasol.
Yeah, Marcus Gasol.
He could not post him. He was like, gee.
I don't think that they running. I don't think that they're running.
They not running them. Did you see what's happening to him in the post?
Bro. Embiid, I still don't like the fact that I feel like Embiid is not going immediately and getting to the block. Like Shaq highlighted it during the game. No, look, Shaq highlighted it during the game. I understand he's hurt, but I feel like if he's not going to be hurt and effective, then they need to sit him because I feel like they would have a better chance sitting him if he's gonna be hurt and just go out there and not because if he can't get if he can,
is just really good.
Because Marcus Gasol is the X factor of this series to begin with. Because then Marcus Gasol is doing everything on both ends. He's spacing the floor out.
Bro, he basically got 2 defensive player of the year candidates. Well, no, not candidates. Well, winners.
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 Kawhi went back to back.
Gasol had it in 2013.
Didn't like Serge win it?
No, Serge never won.
Kawhi
went back to back.
He was a candidate.
Gasol was
whatever. So you got 3. So you got two winners and 1 top 3 candidate on the court.
Who's the best big man in the NBA?
Jokic.
Has that always been your opinion, or you just know?
I mean, I think you kind of just came into that conclusion.
You got that?
Jokic gonna do this against the Raptors? Hell no.
Yes.
Jokic
he got a better eye. He can fucking play better than the goddamn Embiid against the damn Raptors. Yeah. At least he can drag Marcus Gasol out.
And that Embiid 3-ball in it.
Yeah,
exactly.
The Embiid jumper not.
You can't you don't have to jump at that Embiid pump.
We'll live on God. We'll live.
I will remember these conversations.
No. I don't know, but like I feel like
if I gotta eat my crow, I'm remember
the best big. I don't know. I still probably would give the nod to Embiid, but I think it's close to regard. I don't think it's that far off.
I don't think it's that far off.
But regardless,
so the number 2 big man. Okay, so what would you rank Marcus Gasol in terms of big men in the league?
Probably like 12 or something.
12. So what would you rank him defensively though?
But defensively
though, rank him defensively now.
The number 1 and number 2 player.
Rank him defensively now. Rank Marcus Gasol defensively as far as big men
defensively
now.
That is.
Tell a lie. You gonna lie? Tell a lie.
That's a good point.
Tell a lie. Tell a lie.
Wait a minute. Is Draymond counted as a big man?
Center no. He's not a center. Spout forward.
Got Rudy.
Give me your defensive centers.
Got Rudy. I got 80.
Over Gasol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not.
Okay.
I got Rudy. I got 80. I got Embiid.
It's a little bit harder. A little bit harder than.
So you're talking about the second best in the league and the 4th best defensive center in the league. That's a wash.
Yeah, no, it's not a wash.
That's a wash.
No, it's not.
Offense,
no, it's not. No, it's not because I think Embiid is the best big man in the league. I think Embiid is arguably the best front court player.
Also,
in the NBA.
I think Embiid's like whole thing in the post too is looking for looking for fouls a lot.
See how many fouls
and Marcus Gasol's disciplined. Yeah, he's a savvy veteran.
Embiid only shot 6 free throws.
Yeah, he's not getting to the line like that on Gasol as well. That's another.
Embiid was also 5'8". I just feel like look. It's a home game. If the Raptors would have lost, I would have been more so like, yo, the Raptors gonna get fucked
up. That's 5'8". You mean
5'18"? Huh? No. He's 5'18" from the field. Oh, did I say 5'8" from the field?
Yeah,
my bad. He was 5 or 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah,
that might have been why I said 5'18". My bad.
Like, look. I think that this is a 5-game series, and I think that Raptors winning 5.
I think it's a little bit longer than that.
I think it's 5.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So then the Raptors get into the finals.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're right.
They might.
That's a real.
They might.
It's a real
they look really good.
And Kyle Lowry not the second option no more. I mean, like you don't really have to worry about Kyle Lowry.
They might
having to be the number 2.
And Lowry's still going to affect the game regardless of whether or not he's excited or not.
We gonna see.
So the Raptors are a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Exactly.
Literally, we gonna see. But all right, Denver versus Spurs. I'm sorry. Denver versus Spurs. Obviously. That
real
series
quick,
was
what's next for the Spurs? And what?
Hold on, why we can't just talk about Denver versus Spurs and then talk about what's next? That's Denver versus Spurs. Final analysis.
LaMarcus was ready for vacation. DeMar tried to have respect for himself in the 4th, but I just think that he needed to be more aggressive from the offset. And the Spurs, I think, have a decent looking future, but this year just wasn't it.
Yeah, Nuggets are a better team.
And the Nuggets really showed me something like that. Like I think that going against those veterans, I mean, obviously, like those guys ain't like playing against Manu and shit. But still, like you playing against guys who've been all-stars and had some success in the league, against guys who still on their first deals, still on their rookie deals, haven't been all-stars. Jokic showed me a lot. I still think that this year isn't the year for Denver, but I think if Michael Porter, I'm gonna keep saying this. If Michael Porter Jr. gets back, and if hot back ain't hot,
the back is hot.
If the man look, if the back ain't hot, and
yo, can we make that the name of this episode? And I'm gonna put him on Lil Wayne. The block is hot for real. I gotta finally do that.
All right, whatever.
The back is hot, G.
Whatever.
I'm putting hot back on Lil Wayne. It's literally the back is hot. We gotta do it. Go ahead,
but
coach.
If that man back ain't hot, and he can come back and be anything like the player that we thought he was coming out of high school, the Nuggets got something. They really, really got something.
Yeah.
Don't rely on that though.
Go ahead. As far as the series goes, I mean, DeMar did have a bad game 7. Like I don't think he really
wasn't
bad,
like that. But he could have.
But like in the fourth quarter, yeah, he kind of came up. But like it was like throughout the game, it was just like, well, DeMar, you gotta give me more. You gotta give me more than that, dog.
Yeah,
like,
it's like it's like
like I need more. But throughout the series, he played really well actually for what it was worth. I didn't think he was bad at all in the series.
I think he was bad.
But like Denver made it hard for him. But also, like, they're just not really ready yet as a team. Like, I'm not really convinced that just because they beat them,
I don't think they're ready as a team. I'm saying, like, I don't think this year is the year, but I'm thinking, like, next year,
for sure.
Next 2 years.
But as far as that series goes, shout out to Jamal Murray. I felt like he was like more like off, but he came up like when it mattered most. And really just
that huge fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I think it was in game 2.
Game 2, yeah. He had like timely moments as well, but Derek White did give him problems too, and like for the next round, he got to be a little bit like he got to at least put like effort to like I guess try and stop CJ and Dame for the next year.
CJ and Dame both averaging 25. Remember I said that.
Yeah.
As far as me, I think that I said that the Spurs are gonna win in 6. Once the Spurs lost, what game did they lose? Game 4.
I think they didn't like go down 3-1. What did they go?
They never went down 3-1.
Yeah. So game 4. I think they lost game 4 in San Antonio.
Yeah. Once they lost game 4, I knew it was over. I was obviously I'm a person that ride with my picks. I thought Pop would be able to get it done, but they just let him get the momentum back, and that's really what it boils down to. You can't let them get the momentum back. And look, although DeMar played great in the game, DeMar didn't play great at the finish. And when I say finish, I mean like the last 45 seconds. Well, you know what? Not the 40. No, because actually then they ran the ball out. I would say the last minute and 45 seconds of that game, I was thoroughly unimpressed with DeMar DeRozan. I thought that he should have at least been a little bit better. He took a couple tough shots. I felt like even looking at LaMarcus in those scenarios, like, and also, if I'm Pop, how do you end the game with a timeout left? Like, you have a team, you know DeMar can't shoot threes. So if DeMar has to go and, like, literally, DeMar went and straight to the rim on 2 straight possessions to end the game, basically, and he missed the last one, right? You got DeMar, you know he can't take threes. So everything that he's doing is going straight to the hole for 2. That's not gonna win you the game when they was down by 4. You end the game with a whole timeout left. Like, I felt like he should at least try to stop the game, play a little bit more chess, maybe try to foul him.
No, because you foul, miss a free throw, call it like timeout, then you drop.
I'm sorry. I feel like when we want to talk about coaches mismanagement. Mismanaging in this in-game situation. I feel like Pop mismanaged it. I feel like Pop and DeMar lost them the game in those last 2 minutes of the game.
The fact that foul wasn't communicated to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
Yeah, that was
like that gotta be that's
terrible.
Not just on the player. That's kind of on the coaching staff too.
That's on the players. You gotta know game time. You gotta know game time situation.
Everybody.
You gotta know game time situation.
Yeah, you gotta be aware on the court though.
You gotta know game time situation. At the end of the day, the
coach can't make the foul.
Screaming foul.
You as the players have to foul.
You can't. But that's on everybody. Like, you had to have one of that situation in practice at some point in time.
Fair.
Or that message had you have to have your team knowing that, when we get in this situation, we're gonna foul. So I have to put that on everyone and not just the players.
I guess so.
I gotta put that on Pop as well. Like, that's like, you gotta have all the kids saying like, we usually had a signal, something.
He was screaming.
He was literally
maybe they couldn't hear. I don't know, but that's something. But
you just, I don't know. I feel like as DeMarcus, you just gotta be aware of that. Like, you gotta be aware of the situation.
Like, to go to Cancun.
He just wanted the vacation. I was like, I'm done with this.
I ain't gonna play no more games.
The Spurs failure was on their backcourt. They didn't have reliable playmakers. I mean, they ran Brian Forbes and Derek White out there. Like, they can play, but like, let's be real. I think
they need Murray back.
You need
badly.
some more reliable. Yeah, exactly. You need some more reliable playmakers.
Was big too.
2 years.
You need
he missed that free throw. That was
relying on them ain't gonna get the job done. So I mean, if they want to get any success anytime soon, they want to probably try to upgrade those players or hope they developing this
and get way more
still
shooting,
young,
especially if your team core going to do it. DeMar and LaMarcus for like the going.
I think DeMarcus needs to take more threes.
That's not it.
I think DeMar needs to take more threes too.
I think DeMar needs to take at least. I think both of them need to take at least 2 a game.
He need to go back to doing what he was doing last season with the Raptors, where he would at least take a couple corner threes a
give me
game
2,
because he wasn't shooting any of them at all.
Yeah,
Like he don't shoot any
yeah.
of them. And like he needs to shoot some.
I think the last time he made a 3 was December 16th.
Like I think
I
both of
looked
them.
it up. This the 14th or the 16th.
I think DeMar took 45 threes all year. LaMarcus took 48.
Yeah, you got to shoot way more.
Just give me 100, G. Just shoot 100, G.
Yeah.
I mean, your shooting guard should at least shoot 100.
I'm saying, G, 100, G. Like, just take 2 a game. But moving on, Nuggets. We kind of spoke on it earlier. You know, we had the 25-25 take. But want to dive more in depth to it. Nuggets, Blazers. What do you expect? What are your thoughts? Who do you have winning it, and in how many games?
My thoughts. I'm gonna go real quick. I got Blazers in 7, but that's mainly. I feel like the Nuggets have a better overall team than the Blazers, but Dame is that guy. I feel like basketball is based on just like a lot of just players, or whether or not sometimes if players are that good, they can propel you over. If the difference between the team isn't too drastic, that player is gonna take you to the next level. So I got to go into 7 because the teams are pretty even. I get the Nuggets the edge, but Dame is like. He's on a mission right now. He's that guy. I feel like he's that good. I got that much faith in him. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe Dame isn't that good, but I feel like he's that guy. So Dame is gonna get them over in 7. Probably gonna have an amazing game 7. So we just gonna. I'm looking forward to this series. It's gonna be dope. Blazers in 7 because Dame is that good. He's just better than everybody else on the court, and he's on a mission right now.
I'd probably say Blazers in 7 too. But for the Nuggets too, Jokic should have a good series. But like.
Should.
Yeah, because like Jokic, Jokic should Yerk and his Canner now, but it's gonna be tough to like stop Dame at the end of the day. They don't really have like a top-notch defender to really like throw at Dame.
I like Gary Harris.
I like Gary Harris.
24.4 versus PG.
I like both of them, but like it's Dame Lillard.
You're ready to give him my bottle.
It's Dame Lillard, so I just feel like he can take advantage of that too. And like in that Game 7 moment like that, I would trust that Dame would probably get the edge over like a Jokic, but like again, it's like close, and I feel like it's gonna be a real fun series.
It's gonna be fun as hell.
I think it's gonna be a fun.
I'm so glad we got
Blazers winning 6, easy. Dame is gonna
It's not really easy.
Nah, I think the Nuggets win Game 1. The Nuggets go to Portland and they win Game 4, and I think that the Blazers win all the other games. I think Dame and CJ are going to show that they are the best players on the floor when it comes down to needing to make shots. I looked at Jokic in a lot of those in-game situations. They would give him the ball at the end of the game. He trying to take some layup, but he can't jump over a phone book. So usually they was clanking off the rim, and Torrey Craig or Jamal Murray was running to grab the rebound and trying to get a shot up. And I think versus Enes Kanter as well as Alvaro Gamino, he can't guard Jokic, but I think that he will be effective enough versus Millsap. I also think that Millsap in the series has a chance to be the X factor. I think that
if he's always the X factor.
I don't know about always. I feel like even in that Spurs series, he wasn't the X factor to me.
He had some huge rebounds.
Jamal Murray was the X factor.
Jamal Murray was bad. It was kind of like
I feel like offensively he was the X factor, but defensively
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think that Portland's gonna do it. I think Dame and CJ. I think Dame is gonna wind up averaging 28.9 points per game, and CJ is gonna average 26.7 points per game. And you're gonna be paying me my no, I'm not. It's not a lot of offense because I'm looking at who they were playing in the first round, and you're thinking about DeMar. If DeMar can come out and have a decent series against you, and the man ain't made a 3 since December 16th, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum will be able to come out and have a great defensive series. Even though OKC Thunder, they weren't a terrible defensive team all year this long. I'm sorry, offensive series. I also think they're gonna have a great defensive series. I think you only got to guard Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. That's not that bad. That's really not that bad. That's not that bad. Huh? Nah, not really. If you Dame and CJ,
and the Nuggets are deeper than the Blazers too.
I'm not worried about that.
Nah, like they got
guys. Than them, like they're deeper than them.
Watch, we gonna see.
My thing is
the Blazers aren't the Spurs.
My thing is this.
I think the Spurs are gonna make the playoffs this year.
My thing is this. I do have the Blazers winning this series, but I do want to say this. I think that I remember when the game that I covered Clippers Blazers, and he was like, "Yo, Doc said we want Shea to go at Dame and CJ. We want to make sure that they have to play defense as well."
Yeah.
You know, Russ. I think what helped Dame a lot was that you don't really have to guard Russ. Like you can kind of go underneath every single screen and just like watch him shoot and watch him miss. So I can pretty much save, and then when he drives from, just take a charge.
Yeah.
So I can pretty much save almost all of my energy strictly for offense and go out here and give you 50 because I really don't have to guard you.
Fact.
You can't do that with Jamal Murray. Like, you can't go underneath every single
Sometimes you
Jamal
can.
Murray.
Sometimes you can.
I want to go under with Jamal Murray.
You can't go under Jamal Murray.
If Jamal Murray is gonna be the thing that beats me in the series, then I'm gonna let Jamal Murray.
But the thing about it is, Jamal Murray can fuck around and go off and give you 25 in a quarter.
Because he's streaky as hell.
Dame
Wait. You got Malik Beasley. He can fuck around and go out and give you 15 in a quarter.
Will Barton could.
Will Barton, you got, so like they got guys that Dame and CJ also have to defend as well, and they can't just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go out in this and I'm gonna just let you shoot, see what happens. But I'm with you. When it comes to Dame Lillard, again, I think as far as like best point guard in the league, three-way tie.
Three-way tie, you're crazy.
Kyrie, Dame Lillard, Steph Curry. I think that. No, bro. I think that Dame Lillard is just. He's 28 now. He's in his prime. I think that I actually did it last night. I was like looking at MVP winners.
You drunk?
And I was looking at MVP winners.
You sure you're not drunk?
Yeah. Why?
You said
I just had to make sure you was actually coherent in what you was saying right now.
No, I was looking at MVPs and like
drunk as hell, boy, noodle neck ass out of here.
I didn't fully do the average. I think I'm gonna do it tonight. I do the average for the last 30 years, but it seems to be about like 27, 28 is usually that age. So I think that Dame Lillard is now getting to the height of his powers, and I just think it's just time.
I think that is the average, actually.
Like, bro, I just think for Dame it's just time. If you want to be big time, you got to show up on these stages, and I think that Dame will do that. And like you said, I don't think that is that big of a gap between these two teams.
Dame is ready.
The X factor, I think in this series, I think it'll be actually Steph Curry and Rodney Hood. I think that those two guys need to have good series.
Why you always on this Rodney Hood thing? Let that man go.
No, man. I fuck with Rodney. Like, I think that, like, look,
Rodney
bro.
is a hooper.
Yeah, like,
Rodney is a hooper.
I think that Rodney's going to have to come out here and like I think that Rodney or Seth is going to have to come out here.
Heartless. Don't sleep on Heartless.
I think that he's going to have to come out here in some games and maybe match Will Bynum or match Malik Beasley. Yeah. I think that those guys have to do that for them. I think that whoever's bench can win this like lineup matchup, I think has a good chance to win the series.
But I think the Blazers have to stagger CJ and Dame regardless, like way more. They have to play pretty much like 48 minutes.
I agree.
I don't like how they kind of did that in OKC where they kind of like sat both of them down at the same time. I don't really like how Terry Scott did that.
I disagree with that. If you watch, you gonna see. I think Steph Curry is going to have a very good season. Very good series this series. I think this is a series that's meant for him.
So why you just look at me like that when I said the thing about Rodney Hood? So why you looking at me like that when I said the thing about Rodney Hood?
Did I say Steph Curry or did I say Rodney Hood?
Well, he said both. He said both.
I said Rodney Hood. And stop depending on Rodney Hood to do anything positive. Rodney Hood, no. I'm sorry. I would pick Evan Turner to have a bigger series than Rodney Hood.
Nah, Evan Turner sucks.
No. Evan Turner does.
Evan Turner's horrible.
Evan Turner sucks.
Evan Turner don't do nothing but like post up like at the high post. Like he half dribble from like the 3-point line. No, I don't like Evan Turner at all. So I'm not going for that.
You know, I said crab dribble. Geez. Man, LeBron really got motherfuckers out here saying crab dribble. Fuck out of here. Who's first said it? LeBron, right? There's a crab dribble. Fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's your GOAT. But no, I think Steph Curry's gonna have a good series, man. He's gonna watch. He's gonna wind up outplaying Will Barton and Malik Beasley, and then we're not gonna be talking about this. Blazers in 6. Dame, I didn't have you in the first round because I thought Pop is, I'm sorry, not Pop. I'm sorry, Denver. I didn't have Denver in the first round because I thought Pop was gonna be able to take away their best option. Jokic still wound up being able to still be the best option. I thought LaMarcus was gonna play a lot better in the first round, and he didn't. I think that in this series, Inez is going to put a lot of pressure on Jokic.
Is he good? Is he good?
Yeah, that too. His shoulder.
I'm not worried.
He might not be good.
Look.
Might not. That's going to be huge.
Even if his shoulder isn't quote unquote good, I just need you to go in there and just be able to give me at least 10 to 15 points. Because I think if his shoulder was good, I would be expecting more around like the 18 or 19.
That's a lot.
Think about it, how much is he going to give up?
I mean, not really though, huh?
How much is he going to give up?
He's going to give up.
Jokic is going to give up a lot of points though.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
So.
Jokic is going to give up a lot of points.
Like that, though.
Yeah,
Jokic is going to give up a lot of points.
I think they're going to end this like situationally, but I don't think like
their own situations too. Don't forget about that.
Jokic is going to give up a lot of points, man.
I think he played decent defense on like LaMarcus.
In one game, bro, he going to have to go.
I don't think Jokic really played that bad defensively. He was just like gassed in the fourth quarter. Like everyone else was on the court.
Yes, but Canner is going to be more in the paint and trying to score at the rim. LaMarcus is more mid-range jumpers
but I think
and
he has a big body. He can lean on Canner, and like it's not.
He's not going to be able to lean on Cantor.
And also, like if the Blazers
Steven Adams can just lean on Cantor. Cantor was still going out there and grabbing offensive rebounds and playing good with a bum shoulder.
But also Adams really can't put pressure on you offensively to make you guard him either. Like that man had a hook shot that bounced off the glass. G.
Exactly.
Adams can't put no pressure on you offensively. Like Jokic, you gonna have to come out and guard me.
A lot of pressure.
Like come out and guard me.
I'm not worried about it.
I can realistically give you 35.
He's not gonna get him 35.
So even if you give me 18,
he's not gonna get him 35.
Hey,
I bet you 30. I bet you Jokic don't even get 30 in this whole series.
What? He'll get 30
He's not gonna get 30 in one game.
He'll get 30.
He might get 30 in multiple games.
He's not gonna get 30 in one game.
I was kind of sleep on Jokic too, but I don't know.
He's not gonna get 30 in one game.
I don't know, but
we'll see.
He just gave Poppin them 40 like it was nothing.
He gave Poppin them 40.
Like the Spurs team.
The Spurs ain't got nobody to be going at him on the other side. Dame and CJ was getting to the rim.
When has Canner ever been a world class defender?
He don't need to be a world class defender.
But Jokic, that should be food for Jokic.
Jokic is gonna be busy in the paint with Dame and CJ driving to the rim and trying to get him in foul trouble. Watch. If I'm Portland, my strategy is Dame and CJ. If you can get to the rim against Steven Adams and Dame got to the rim with ease against that Portland team, you should be able to get to the rim with ease against Nikola Jokic and Paul Millsap.
Not really.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. When Plumlee comes off the bench, then maybe we got a little bit to worry about.
But again,
no, I'm sorry, bro. You got two dynamic scorers on the other end, and you got one guy on the other team.
But the thing I'm telling you is, like, we got other people. Now, granted, I'm with you. I think Blazers in 6, but I think it would be a very close 6-game series because again, they like this Blazers, this Nuggets backcourt can also put pressure offensively on the Blazers backcourt.
No, they won't.
They gonna have what?
No, you gotta, 18 and 19 points a game is not standing up to 25 and 28 a game.
Yes, it does.
No, it's not.
Yes, it does.
No, it's not.
They still gotta guard me.
No, they still gotta guard them. They still gotta guard them. Jamal Murray. No. Jamal Murray still gotta go out and guard Dame Lillard. And he still gotta go out there and try to get you 20 a game.
We gotta guard each other.
Nah. No.
Now look, I don't expect you to get 30.
Bro, no.
But if you go out there and give me 20 points, they gotta guard you too.
No, they still gotta go out and guard Dame Lillard.
And also something that's underrated that we haven't really talked about yet is Jokic just passing. How that because the Nuggets can just have a lot of off-ball movements, making backcourt.
So how many points per game do the Nuggets
that makes Dame work too?
Nuggets average in this series?
It's gonna be a lot.
Right.
I think it's gonna be a lot.
Probably like 111, maybe a little bit lower than that, like 107. Like it's the playoffs still, but
Nuggets gonna average 104 points per game in the series. Yeah, they gonna put up a couple big points in the first game. The Blazers gonna average around like 108. I think this will not. I'm looking at this series and it's not going to be a hard series for the Blazers. I thought that the OKC series the Blazers were going to lose because I thought Russ and PG would be able to go out there and be the best players on the floor. But if Dame and CJ going to play like they play and possess, then that's what they going to do. There is nobody on the Nuggets that is a better defender than Drew Holiday from last year. There's nobody on the Nuggets that's a better defender than Paul George of this year. It's not happening. I'm sorry. No, because those were the two primary guards. The primary guys that was on Dame and CJ for the whole game. It's not happening. Who was on CJ?
Paul George was on CJ.
PG was on Dame a lot too at the end of the games, getting his ass sauced up. PG was on Dame a lot of the games, that's a bad shot. You take Dame the man, PG.
It wasn't bad. Okay, you know what? Stop that. It was a terrible shot. But actually, I do want to talk about
not for Dame Lillard.
When you look at that Dame shot, where do you rank that in like history of game winners?
Top 5 for sure, right?
Non-championship top 3.
Non-championship, it's like number 1 to me. Like
what championship shots are bigger?
To y'all, maybe yeah.
What championship shots are bigger? Like what shots in the history of basketball
shot was pretty big.
That was a minute after that.
No, Ray Allen.
There was a minute. Ray Allen shot. Yeah.
So what? Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving.
I'm not giving you the Kyrie shot, bro. That's not better than that shot. Just like as a shot.
The Michael Jordan shot.
As a shot.
That's not going to change history.
I understand that, but as a shot.
Mike over the Cavs is better.
No, it's not.
Mike over Elo ain't better?
No.
I mean, he was like 35
feet, G. A side step from 35 feet, you've never seen that before.
Bruh, they had eliminated.
And it was the end of the series, too. Like, the end of the whole entire series. You game the whole series. You're like, you're done.
There's no more time left on the clock, G. That's how you start your summer.
Over a 6'9" DPOY Kennedy.
Start your summer, G.
Over a 6'9" DPOY Kennedy.
It's not better than Kevin Durant's shot against Cleveland. That to me was a dagger.
That's fair.
That one, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Like, as a shot or like, I don't know.
As a shot, it's like top 1.
As a shot,
As
like
a shot, it's top
Oh,
one.
just straight up just shot. No history involved.
No.
As a shot, it's
No
top
history
one.
involved.
As a shot, it's one of the. It's honestly that I've seen.
Most
in,
difficult,
Yeah, it was the
yes.
most-
It was the best,
it's
most
still-
difficult shot, yes.
It
but not the
replays
best
in my
shot.
head all the time. Like when
Jeez.
I'm
It's a first round game.
It doesn't.
It's in my
matter.
head
I've
all
been
the
seeing it
time.
all week.
First round game.
I still be like on the team all
If they
week,
lose
bro.
to the Nuggets, that
It
shot doesn't matter.
bro.
If they lose to the Nuggets, that shot doesn't matter.
They not losing
We don't
to
look. If they lose to the Nuggets, we're not looking back on
That
the
is a
series. On
shot
that
that you
series,
never
like,
None of us
Stop
think
seeing.
they're gonna lose to the Nuggets.
But look though,
I mean, I'm just
you're
saying.
never gonna
still
stop
fair.
seeing that shot.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Ever.
Like he had.
Nah,
Dame has
you're
to get to the
No, I don't
conference
know,
final.
because that's the
You're
second
never
one.
gonna stop seeing
No,
that shot.
remember that.
Yes,
I
but
remember
that
that.
shot that he did back then. Do we remember what happened after that series? No.
Like the
But that shot wasn't as good as this one.
No, you not been.
But you
not
still,
been-
but
not paying
one,
attention
but
to what
one,
I'm
you still
saying.
remember the shot though, because like that
you're
was
not paying
Dame.
attention to what I'm saying.
All right.
When we talking about greatest shots of all time, we look back at that shot Dame hit. It was against the Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Smooth shot, cool. What did they do after? We don't remember. So if Dame can go
But
out,
also,
no,
you gotta understand- okay.
wait. The shot was a great shot. It gets better as time goes on because he's gonna keep racking up accomplishments. That's when the shots gets better because it's like, damn, he made that shot and then they went on a run after
No,
that. If he make that shot and they lose to the Nuggets in 5, that shot don't matter to me no
bro.
more.
When you look at that-
I'm gonna be like, yeah, he made a shot, he waved bye-bye, and then Jokic waved bye-bye to him in 5.
First of all, that shot gave him 50.
It did.
That
He had
shot
47.
gave him 50. He had 47. The shot
He
gave
did
him
have 47 on
50.
that
Also,
shot. He
he
did.
also the man hit the layup to tie the game 35 seconds, 20 seconds before that.
First round.
You gotta
Gee,
give it up to Dame.
I don't know.
You gotta give it up.
I
I
think
do,
like, look,
but I do
like,
think it's a first round game.
I think
Give it up
personally
to
that's a
Dame.
top 5 shot in the history of basketball.
In the first, it's in,
No,
in the first round.
in the
yes.
history of basketball.
It's the best first round shot ever.
You could
That's
live
it?
50
That's all you-
years.
That's it.
You could live 50 years and never see that moment repeated.
It's the best first shot.
That's true.
No, it's the best.
I don't know. Maybe
it's the
with
best first
the
shot
way
ever.
that the athletes getting
No.
with
The
the way
only-
I
Robert
don't know.
getting better.
Robert
With
Ory's
the way
shot was
we
better.
developing these
Big
players.
shot Bob shot
That's
was
fair.
better.
The league
Trey
is
Way
Young's
better.
to the
Derek
world
Fisher against the
coming up.
Spurs is better.
No.
Yes.
No.
But did it happen in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but no.
Yes.
No.
Derek Fisher with 0.4 seconds ain't better than that shot.
No.
You wild.
No,
you're
it's
crazy.
not.
You're
No, it's
wilding.
not.
No,
No, it's
I'm
not.
0.4
sorry.
seconds.
No, G.
0.4 seconds is
No,
crazy.
G.
0.4
Dame
seconds is
came up
crazy.
No,
court,
bro.
sized that man up, then sidestepped from 37 feet for the 50
On the
ball.
6'9".
On the 6'9".
DPOY Kennedy.
For the
Yo,
50
Stop yelling.
ball.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling.
One more.
For the 50 ball.
No, bro. No. I'm sorry. Derek Fisher made that shot, and they were tied 2-2.
That's
no.
dope.
They went
For
up
the
3-2.
50 ball,
They
G.
went up 3-2.
How much Derek Fisher had a?
It don't.
How much Derek Fisher had
It
that
don't
game?
matter.
How much Derek Fisher had that
You
game?
said
Tell me
shot.
how much he had
No,
that game.
you said shot.
Exactly, but
he said shot, right?
that shit
You
matters.
didn't say
Tell me how much
performance.
he had that game.
You said
But-
shot. You didn't say performance. You
Okay,
said
shot. No. Did he
No.
sidestep from 37
Shot.
feet?
He caught the ball with 0.4 seconds, threw it up, and made
He
it.
threw it up. That's dope.
And you went up 3-2.
This man dribbled the clock down.
He did.
Dribbled the clock down,
don't
danced
care.
with it.
I don't
Sidestep from 37
I
feet
don't
away
care.
for the 50 ball.
I don't
Comfortable
care.
range.
Comfortable. And then said it was
don't care.
comfortable range. Post game said it was
What he do after?
comfortable
What he do?
range.
What he
I don't
do?
care.
And then Wade bye.
It's not better than Ory's shot, not better than Fisher, not better than Mike.
Warriors
in
shot.
90. No,
Ory's,
Ory.
Robert Ory.
Robert Ory's shot. No, I'm sorry. And Fisher did that in the second round. No, I'm sorry.
That's dope.
That's
No.
the greatest first round a series shot ever. Yes, I give you
No.
that. But no,
It's a
All
top
right.
5 shot in
But all right,
history
cool. Let's go ahead. I don't want to talk about the Lakers. Why you got the Lakers on here?
Cause they from LA. Lakers
Nobody
offseason.
is- No, why? Why do we want to talk? No, they'll come back on in the
Yes.
summer. No, I don't want to talk about the Lakers.
Why not?
They're irrelevant. They don't even have a fucking coach.
He be having so much anger.
They don't have a
in his
coach or.
heart for any LeBron
Why are we
James
gonna
team.
talk about a team without a coach or a GM?
Who do you think they should hire? They
Who they
have a
drafted?
GM.
Ty
They have a
Lue.
GM.
Who they
Ty
drafted?
Lue.
They have a GM.
I'm sorry. They don't have a coach or a team president.
They do got a team.
Kurt Rambis' wife is running the team. G.
Okay.
We are going outside like that.
Yeah, right now, at
Is
the
it-
moment,
is
we
it
going
high?
Like,
outside.
I'm like
Lue.
literally, like it's no disrespect to Linda
want
Rambis, but
Ty Lue?
seriously.
Ty Lue.
Why do you want Ty Lue?
Because him and Bron got that connection.
That's the reason why you want Ty
Yeah,
Lue.
let-
That's a
They
whole
gonna get
just
their
let
ass
Coach Bron Lue.
I mean,
get
to be
their ass
honest,
eliminated in the first
though,
round.
I'm not really concerned
Ain't no
about
first
like
round,
the
ain't
coaches
no-
and
we're talking
whatnot.
about
I've had to
LeBron.
deal with like so many like us making so much bad like off season decisions, like just like bringing in players. We bringing in like guys like Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley, Rondo. I'm so tired of that. I just want a squad of like 7 hoopers to hoop with LeBron James and go out there and compete.
Ty Lue and
So
just
really,
be
I
cool.
mean, like the coaching situation doesn't really
Bron
matter
gonna
too
be
much for me.
comfortable as hell with Ty Lue.
If Bron feel like he want to sign Ty Lue and
Yup.
bring in Ty Lue into the team, I don't mind that. He makes a
Yup.
couple of nice adjustments.
That's
I don't think
He was
Ty
one
Lue's
that-
gonna get it because if he was gonna get it, they would have hired him already.
Fair.
I don't
But
know.
he was one that started the whole trap everybody thing. Like he's tried trap
Ty
other
Lue
people.
is
Like he
dope.
makes a couple
And
of
Bron
good adjustments
gonna
every
be
now
mad.
and then. So I feel like he's
And
not
Bron
the
gonna be
worst
comfortable.
decision ever.
Yo,
But I
let him
mean,
loose. That's a guarantee. If you sign Ty Lue with LeBron and you bring in some like LeBron type players, like some free agents, I was looking at the free agents list, like some Danny Green types, some Son Whiteside types you can throw it up to. That's a guaranteed 50 wins. Ty Lue, LeBron, and those guys I just talked about. So I mean,
and the league will look different because if KD leave, then all of a sudden like it's not like the Warriors, like the whole thing was like just the Warriors and like this upper echelon. And
I can
like
say this from being in
the
the locker room this year. I mean, from being in the post press conference this year, I don't think KD's leaving. I think Kevin Durant looks at this. I think Kevin Durant looks at this Warriors team as being the greatest Rubik's Cube he could ever want for basketball. And I think that even if they were to lose this year, I think that for him that's more about like, damn, I thought that I had figured, because I feel like when you listen to him talk, and even when I'm sitting there and I'm watching him talk for 10-15 minutes during these press conferences, he's always talking about the game, right? And it's never an individual.
He doesn't care about his numbers. He legit don't give a fuck.
It's never in response. Don't get me wrong. The egomaniac in him probably cares about his numbers. He's probably I think he knows he wants to be in a certain spot, but I don't think he's like, oh, if I don't get 30 every game, I'm gonna be mad. His thing is more of how can I find ways to take advantage of the game while I'm playing within the game and keep everybody else going. So even when I talked to Steve Kerr about Klay Thompson getting a hard start, I was like, yo, are you trying to more so to get Klay Thompson going or just play with an offense? Everybody say we just play within the offense. KD's always saying, I just feel like when we play at a high level and we play within the flow of the game and we follow the game plan that the coaches gave us for the game, and we get everybody's shots, everything that I get will come easy for me. And I also think with Boogie being hurt, all those shots on those post-ups or those mid-ranges or those ISOs that would have go to Boogie, they now going to KD, and KD's in the zone because Steph, I feel like everybody's making it a mission now to take Steph Curry out of the game.
Yeah.
Really, like if Kevin Durant wasn't there, I don't think that they would be more so trying to load up on him in that manner, because I feel like they would be like, okay, we got room to breathe. But I think now it's like, when KD's there, it's like, if we don't take Steph out of the game from the start of the game, we have no chance at all to win this game. He's still been averaging 25, 7, and 6, and when I feel like he just had a terrible playoffs. I saw him in person twice, and I thought he was terrible in both of the games. You know what I mean? But if you look at the numbers, he's still putting up decent numbers. But they gotta fucking depend on KD, and he gotta go out there and do that. And I just think now he just really cares about the game. I don't think that he's gonna leave. Why would I want to? Like, if you him, right? He keeps talking about how much he loves playing in the Warriors scheme because of the game and like trying to figure out and worrying about his numbers coming. So I'm gonna go to the Knicks, where they got a coach. Okay, Fizdale. What does he want? What has he proved?
KD gonna be the first and second option in New York.
No, it's not even that. What players have Dave Fizdale made better?
That don't matter. You know what type of marketing you can get in New York as the best player in the world?
But why do I care about that? I'm Kevin Durant.
Why do you care about that? He want to prove to everybody he don't need Steph to do it.
No, why does he need to prove that? Steph need him.
Real quick.
I love Steph, but let's be real. Look at how they figured out KD.
I mean, idea how good KD is.
Bro, looking at how they figured out Steph, bro.
He's like, come on, bro. No. Listen.
What's up? They need KD
if
as much as
KD wasn't having this playoff run, I might say, you know what? He might leave. But have you seen the shit this man is doing? Like,
that's just
no. Look, if this continues, you realize you might be looking at a top 5 playoff run we've ever seen.
That's true.
If this continues, why am I leaving?
What do you mean? Why are you leaving? Have you not seen him in the media start the whole season?
I've seen him. I was there multiple fucking times talking to him. I talked to the man. After the man dropped 50, I was the first person to be like, "KD, did you have a good game?" I saw the man. I was right there. He looks very happy. He looks more annoyed with motherfuckers like us than his teammates.
Even if we think, oh, he wants his own team, don't he have his own team right now?
No, he don't.
If we need to wait, real quick.
But
he hears everything we say.
He said multiple times he don't want his own team.
But look, listen. Like, look, okay, we have your locker room leaders, all of that, whatever. If you need a bucket and we in a tight situation, who that ball going to?
They're going to KD.
It better go to KD.
Okay, then. That's all that matters.
I would say yes, but then Steph hit a shot over Nene.
I mean, yeah, because
Nene was in the game.
Okay, yeah, but if you look at Kevin Durant all game long, Mike Breen and Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy was saying the Warriors are looking for the smallest player on the court. They switching him on to Kevin Durant. They putting Kevin Durant in the post.
So the
Warriors found the weakest link on the floor, exploited the matchup, and gave Steph Curry a bucket, and he gave him the bucket at the end of the game. Stop being a hater. And that was Kyrie. You was be sitting there singing his praises. And that was Kyrie. You would be sitting there with a shirt on. Kyrie better. I love Kyrie. Actually, we need to buy you a goddamn Celtics jersey as much of a fan as you are.
Hold on. Look, But to get to that point is Kevin Durant every single play. Kevin Durant. And actually, I complimented Steph on his defense. I think his defense is much better than his offense today. The defensive shit is what impressed me. No, wait, that's fine.
I really wanted to ask him about
the defense
that. I was like one question away from trying to get to him.
The defense he played down the stretch with 5 fouls is what impressed me. A Steph Curry 3 will never impress me ever. I do not care. The defense. The playmaking, that shit I get impressed about. I know the man can shoot. The defense he played with 5 fouls.
He been playmaking like that forever.
No, because
he has been the playmaker.
No, but look, when you run that man off the 3-point line and he start turning the goddamn ball over.
Not always, bro. It's not always like that.
You really don't remember Steph Curry before Kevin Durant?
Yeah, like it was never always like that.
Look,
you were wild.
I just think I just
don't
I just think the league at that point in time wasn't ready, and the league has improved. Now, if KD were to leave, they gonna trap that man from further out, and he gonna go back to shooting those 34, 33 foot shots.
I disagree with that though.
Or he gonna be taking bad layups.
You know why I disagree with that? Because you can say the same thing about Dame, and you can't do it with Dame because CJ's there. Well, if KD's not there, all those shots go to Clay.
CJ is a much better shot creator than Clay.
Huh?
CJ is a much better shot creator.
Clay is a better shot maker.
That's cool. Rotate somebody, and we'd have no other shooters on the court.
They won a ring before Kevin Durant.
That's dope.
And also they could have replaced Harrison Barnes with like anybody that offseason too.
I said that Nick Batum. I said
Alfonso McKinney.
Nah, look. I went to high school with Alfonso McKinney, but you're not replacing Kevin Durant.
Have you seen Nick Batum in Charlotte?
If you're the Warriors, you could do that.
Look,
if you're the Warriors, you could do that.
Have you seen Nick Batum in Charlotte?
I'm proud of that young man. Curie, legend. Curie Commodore, no. We were the Condor. Curie Condor legend. Even though he transferred out after his first year. No.
If you the Warriors, you could do that.
Because in 2016, what was so underrated and then like just losing that series was Harrison Barnes not making shots.
Honestly, I would rather start Iggy for
everything after like the first 2 games of that series.
Okay, CJ can do that, but the Warriors can.
I'd rather them start Iggy for his last season than start Alfonso. I think Alfonso is 2 years away. I think Alfonso is going to.
I'm not starting Iggy. Iggy's a terrible regular season player. I'm not starting him.
I think he's a terrible regular season player because you don't need to.
Not so much this year, though. Not so much this year.
You didn't need him to do that much, though. The Warriors have never needed Iggy to do that.
Exactly, so just keep him in that same role. He's old. Keep him in that exact same role.
Let him start for the last year. His contract is up after next year, right?
Yeah.
Let him start for his last year.
Just keep him in that role.
Let him start for his last year. Why would you want Alfonso McKinney out there?
Let him grow.
What's Alfonso McKinney going to average? What's Alfonso
McKinney
going to
grow. He gonna get
what is he going to average?
A little less than what Harrison Barnes got. He going to get you.
But not even just that. They can
fuck with Alfonso. He's not giving you 15, 16, 17 a game.
They can still replace that though and still like win a whole lot of games.
If you're the Warriors, you can do that. Okay, see, when KD left, you ain't got no hands. You can't do nothing. You just fucked. But the Warriors, they got to answer for that. They the Warriors. You got Steph open, creating shots for all these other guys.
You got to make them shots.
Not even that, like if the whole league gonna just send 2 at me, I'm just saying.
I really hope that the Raptors.
I don't think KD is leaving though. I don't think KD is leaving.
That's fine.
I think KD is staying.
But going back to like what we was talking about, regardless, even if KD don't leave, like just the fact that the league in general is getting like a step closer towards the Warriors. I feel like if we, as the Lakers as a whole, if we just focus on like building the right pieces together alongside with LeBron, because LeBron's still LeBron James, and like with like Ingram and all those guys, like all our young core like getting a little bit better from like the season prior. And like just bringing in guys that can like contribute like the right necessary role to the team, like just shooting and shot creation and whatnot a little bit. I feel like we can make something happen next year.
I mean, I even thought they could have gotten a playoff this year and played the Warriors.
If they were healthy, they could have
6-7 games.
If they were healthy,
Lonzo does have to be healthy.
If they were healthy, I thought that they were going to play and beat Denver in the first round, and it was going to be. Yeah. And actually, if they would have played and beat Denver in the first round, they would have made it to the conference finals.
Yeah,
facts.
And they would have beat the Warriors
the Lakers with the Spurs.
The most important player on the Lakers for the next 4 years is going to be Lonzo Ball.
And you guys believe all that with like the roster we had like this past season?
Yeah.
And
I don't think the roster this past season was that bad. They just weren't healthy.
No. Because I feel like
wrong. It wasn't great,
but it wasn't.
I'm not saying it wasn't great. It wasn't as terrible as everybody thought it was.
But even like regardless,
LeBron was gonna be better.
Regardless, if you don't think the roster was as bad as everyone thought it was, I felt like the fit in general wasn't just like good because we shot the ball terribly like everywhere.
The trade
we didn't shoot the ball terribly. We were like one of the worst 3-point shooting teams and the worst like super worst free throw shooting team in the league. Like we just
free throws, yes. The 3 ball, I'm not as concerned with.
I told you that they didn't have any shooters and that they didn't have anybody to make any free throws.
Because I'm not concerned with the shooting. I think they would have been fine. I think the issue is
everybody
got hurt. But look, I think everybody got hurt. And their defense was fucking like great. I think the staple when I'm talking about beating the Warriors, you will never outshoot them. Fuck that. I don't want you to score. Now, granted, we gotta be able to score some
points. We got to score, though.
But we got Bron. We got Ingram. We can manufacture some buckets. We got Kuzma. We can manufacture some buckets. I just don't want you scoring 120.
We need like space for those guys though. Like,
They'll be fine. Look, because they aren't. They
bring out guys like Lance Stevenson out there and everyone not hijacking the offense. We can't have guys like Beasley out there. Like as cool as Beasley was when we had him, like I'm not running no short corner.
I understand that. But same time, it's like so many guys were in and out. You don't even know what shots to practice because everybody playing a different role every day. You have no cohesiveness. Literally, how many times this season did you see the team, Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka side on the court? Once, Christmas. And I think JaVale was hurt that day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think JaVale still had pneumonia.
Yeah, pneumonia, yeah.
So they played 18. Their star lineup played 18 games together, though. So
I'm talking about the lineup they signed, so including the bench. Maybe 4 games.
But all right, Game of Thrones about to come on. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, get y'all plugs in, man. Talk to the people.
Y'all like? I'm not even in game.
Yeah, it was hard.
It was hard.
Okay. Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay.
All right, what are we naming this? Are we naming this Giannis is a deer in headlights? The back is hot, and that's all I got.
I want to go with Giannis, honestly.
All right,
I
really want to put hot back on this cover. I'm gonna say that for next year, then I guess.
Yeah, next year.
I'm gonna put Giannis' face on a deer in headlights. I'm not joking.
That's what he is.
And that's fucked up. But go ahead, get your plugs in, man.
Cool. Yep. Check us out. We just dropped the podcast dialogue about Giannis, about how he's a deer in headlights. We worded it a little different though. Check that out. Featuring Dom. Follow me on Twitter at the Jolts.
Featuring Dom Kennedy.
2 S's.
I'm like, y'all got Dom on the pod?
2 S's. But go ahead, be so bro.
You can follow me on my personal Twitter. It's _T-Herbo.
Why T-Herbo?
We had this thing where we was just like he's Dave East and I'm G Herbo, so that was just like the thing. He like East Coast on Twitter. It's just the jokes. It's just funny.
I respect y'all, young generation G. That's crazy G. It's a whole new generation G.
Literally,
y'all named yourself after G Herbo and Dave East G. I respect it.
It's the real
I respect it G. I remember coming up listening to Nelly G. That was. You know what I mean?
Nelly.
Shout out to Nelly.
I listen to my older stuff too. I'm pretty. I don't think I'm like
none of that old stuff.
I respect.
I listen to my old.
I can't even hate on that. I respect. Don't listen to it, G. I don't listen to.
I'm not Nelly.
I don't listen to early '90s rap either. And I was born in the early '90s. I'm not listening to.
But I listen to '90s I listen to old like R&B and stuff.
I'm not just cutting I'm not just cutting no Public Enemy. Like,
it's cool. I mean, I don't really bump it, but it's cool. I
respect that.
with it.
Yeah, what the fuck he gonna be listening to Came Out the Hustle for?
WG, come on, you Came Out the Hustle hard, G. Come on, that shit hard, G. Maybe that's what bro like, G. Maybe that's what bro like.
G, when I was 20, I wasn't listening to Reasonable Doubt.
I fucked with Reasonable Doubt.
I mean, yeah, but he was rapping.
Fair.
He was fucking like rapping motherfuckers and writing raps every day.
Fair.
Exactly, G. Now the Black Album, you fuck with the Black Album?
The Black Album. I think I listened to Reasonable Doubt before I listened to that one.
I respect that.
Damn, G, that's tough. I really rock with. Yeah. You fuck with Volume 2, G?
Volume 2. That's Blueprint?
Nah.
Which one is that one? I don't
Hard
know.
Knock.
Hard Knock.
It's a Hard Knock Life.
Oh.
If you haven't, go back and listen to Jay-Z in Volume 2 and go listen to Dom Kennedy Volume 2.
I'm not know Hard Knock.
About bands. Alright, but yeah, man, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Real TPJ. It's REEL TPJ. It's a film joke if you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, you can find us. We are Googleable. Shout out to Mr. Fab, who for creating that phrase. Shout out to the homie, yeah, so, yeah, man, it's been Hoops and Brews. Don't drink and drive. Shout out to Joel for providing today's drink, even though we had drink. We have basically drank all this bottle of Douce, so I'm sure all three of us are feeling it. I don't think Pavy feeling it. He been getting them hot takes off. That man got adrenaline going through his body from the hot takes. The hot takes got his... All right, that's it. I'm good.
Wait, let me get my plug in.
I said that's it for me.
Thought you was cutting the camera.
I'm cutting the camera. I said that's it. I'm good. I literally said that's it. I'm good.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavy. That's Pavy.
Drunk as hell, boy. Drunk as hell, boy.
Please
that's it. I'm good. Now you go forget about me. Go ahead.
Please go stream Love for You. It's out right now.
Yeah, I'm a Pete.
My brother. Pavers Volume 1 is out right now as well. And at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word.
Yeah. Hoops and Brews, don't drink and drive, motherfucker. As always, if you're under 21, don't drink. Don't drink if you're under 18 in Canada. You better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. And as always, man, we'll get up with y'all later in the week. Make sure you go check out that last happy hour with Vic Spencer. That was a hilarious episode. We literally just put the camera on and talked basketball for an hour. We wasn't even no games on. We were just shooting the shit. And Vic was rolling weed. We was watching which playoffs? I don't know. I've been watching a lot of 80s basketball. Yo, if you young out there and you really want to learn about the old school basketball, don't watch the 90s basketball because it's kind of boring. Go back and watch early 80s. No. Go back. No. Stop that. Go back. No. If you really want to watch old school basketball, go back and watch the 80. Like go back and watch 1980 to 1989, and you'll see that they play a lot more similar than the way that they play today. Versus if you see the 90s, it's a lot more slow paced game, mid range, post game. I felt like the game was a lot faster in the 80s. Go back and watch the 80s if you want to get into it. Although Pavy loves the 90s.
If you like isolation ball,
don't watch
the 90s.
Don't, yeah.
Fuck that's the 90s. The mid range isolation will never die. Kyrie better.
Kyrie better.
All right, we out of here, man. Peace out. Oh yeah, hopefully Jon Snow don't down Game of Thrones today. Peace out. I'm pulling the 3. I'm the MVP. We gon' slide, we gon' chill. She said she love me, I'm her.